welcome to another Saturday stream for Apollo's Vipers. It is very good to have you all here with you on this wonderful, well, Saturday, whatever it happens to be for you. We have a new target acquired. A-Bubble1234 has just resubscribed. Thank you so much, A-Bubble, for the support. I really do appreciate it. I believe this is your second month. Welcome to the club. What music is this? This is A New Dawn. It is the soundtrack created by, let me bring this up again, Timothy Seals. He created A New Dawn, unknown genre, 2015. It's really excellent remixes of MechWarrior music all around, so I absolutely adore it. So I kind of use it as my sort of intro music, more or less. Not anything kind of official, but it's a nice little odd to the thing. So yes, here we go, Air Bubble. Alrighty, folks. So we are having a fairly decent time. We have managed to get our 55-ton Catapult Mark III mostly built. It's just missing a couple of tons of heavy MRM ammo, and I would like to get my hands on some more equipment. Oh, by the way, it has been brought to my attention that I did not talk about Sprogue's absolute adoration for Marauders nearly enough in the video that we released earlier today. Heavy Metal had a trailer which came out, showed off a whole bunch of stuff, and we went in there and we took that trailer, which lasts like a minute, and we spent an hour and a half going through all of the information in that trailer and then looking at all the mechs currently being introduced into the game in depth using MechWarrior Online as a way to take a look at all of the awesome models. Highly suggest you go check that out. I think I did a fairly decent job on it, even though I rambled quite a bit and accidentally called an assassin a 45-ton mech. Oh, the humanity and the horror. But yes, I called out one of my friends, Mitch, who absolutely loves driving the Flea, and I forgot to mention that Sprogue absolutely adores the Marauder. He's a big fan of anything Marauder, and so this is the official shout-out for Sprogue himself, who absolutely loves Marauder. We call him Marauder Sprogue officially now. That's the rule. Yes, Lightfoot J. Pauls, you have joined the stream. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream as well. Only at All right, so as for our sort of new beginning, we are beginning right here at the start screen. We're dropping in the entire 8 lands because why not? Also, it's a lot of fun. And that looks like it's kind of terrain that you might get stuck on top of. Oh boy, are we going to have to restart at the very beginning of the day, or is it just a thing of we've got to take an alternate path down? We might be able to get down here. Well, in any event, it's the one man's trash recovery mission, so it shouldn't be that hard. I thought he likes Urban mechs more. Apparently he adores Marauders. Marauders are his pride and joy. This is one man's art, or trash, whatever. It's a recovery mission. We show up, we steal all the artwork, and hopefully we can kill everybody all around. Got a mortar tactical over there, already in sensor range, as well as a Hetzer wheeled assault gun, which needs to die. Hey, Marauders are not trash cans. Marauders are amazing. They're fantastic. And the Hyper Cicada, which is a little less hyper than it once was, we actually have a lot of sight on that tactical. Let's go see what sort of taking a shot, doing it for monies. No, we're doing this one for all the salvage in the universe, because salvage is fun. I'm going to shut off one of my ER large lasers so I can just sort of long-range blink his way. But yeah, the information dropping for Heavy Metal was really interesting. Before it all dropped, I officially said that I think it was going to be an Annihilator, a Marauder, a Warhammer, and what was the last? Oh yeah, the Rifleman. And those were the 4 mechs that I thought were going to be in the game. And hey, all 4 of them actually made it into the game. I just didn't realize there would be another 6 mechs to go with it, and the Marauder and the Warhammer were both going to come out for free for everybody. So that was a bit of an awesome thing added to it. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the brand new mechs that are coming our way. I don't think I can get down from here. I may be stuck, and that may be a bit of a problem because, well, I don't have enough jump jets to actually get down from this cliff top. I don't want to restart, but we may end up having to because I may be out of mechs that actually have the ability to actually jump down a cliff. Let's run over in this direction. Maybe there's a way out of the mountain over here. Kind of hard to make predictions when they had non-canon mech. Yes, the brand new non-canon mech, the Bull Shark, which apparently was made by the same dude who has done a lot of the work for Catalyst Game Labs, their new redesign work. So that's very cool. Frankly, it looks a lot like a Rakshasa to me, but hey, it's not a bad-looking mech. I mean, I've always got a fan for sort of the Digitigrade, or however the heck you pronounce that, legs, the reverse swept leg style going on there. I think it's really cool. Fortunately, you didn't do the guessing competition. Yes, I spoke with Sprogue about having like a little competition on the Discord to see if you guys would be able to guess what mechs it were correct, and I might have done a giveaway or something if anybody had. Nobody would have gotten it right, so I probably actually should have done it. More incoming fire, lots of incoming fire over the Hyper Cicada. Didn't manage to get it. He tried to take runs for money. Usually in these runs, the enemy decides to bail out the mech, leaving them easy pickings. Yes, the slider at the bottom is actually more tanks or more mechs. That's what you're actually selecting over here. We're going to move the Lego back just so to take a little bit of cover until we can see whether or not we can actually get down here. I'm really hoping we can. I mean, it looks like we might be able to. They need more Kintaro variants. No, I think we're good on Kintaros. Kintaros are fine. We're perfectly situated. What the heck are you? Oh, it's a champion. You absolute bastards. Giving me a champion on this mission, huh? Where I might be stuck and have to restart. I see what your game is, game.
I've got your back.
Yeah, I see the champion. I am not happy. Well, I'm happy in one sense, but I'm really unhappy in another sense because I don't think I can actually get to it to shoot it. So there's that. Also, I have like no mechs with jump jets. I've just realized I have like one mech that can actually jump at this point. We've kind of systematically stripped them all out, and that may have been a severe mistake. This Hyper Cicada has just taken all the fire. I feel really sorry for him. He hasn't been shot at yet, or like actually hit very much, but it's still kind of sad to see that everybody's trying to kill him. We also got a Hunchback and a Balak. Okay, we'll at least be able to absolutely murder the Balak because we have all the firepower in the world with our advanced clan tech pilots. But yeah, there's the target zone. There is the robbery zone. And then I imagine the escape zone will be, well, not here, and thus making it a lot more difficult for us to actually grab anything. We're the champions, my friends. I wish. Oh, I want a champion so bad. I love this mech. I don't think that the MechWarrior Online version of the champion is sort of as good as it could have been, but it's still a solid mech. Welcome, Laurendell, to the stream. Glad to have you along for the ride on this one as we start getting shot at even more. Oh, lots of swarm LRMs. Ever thought about just wasting half a ton on a single jump jet? Yes, we have done that before. We have done that several times. Specifically on the Cougar, we stopped doing that because we were like, oh no, the game's being totally fine. We don't have to worry about the game screwing up like that anymore. And then, of course, this happens. We're just going to fire everything we've got at the block. Maybe we'll get lucky. The drop bear getting involved in the combat. Managed to hit a couple of times. Nothing too serious just yet. But the Hyper Cicada should actually have a shot right on there with a whole bunch of large lasers. Probably not going to connect. I mean, it's only 12%, but we'll activate everything. Why not? Bzz, 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 and not able to actually connect, unfortunately. 60 tons are worthless weight class other than 20. Change my mind. 20 tonnage can move really, really fast. Shade, we need to fix this. Hello, Big Brick. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. And hello, Ricker. I didn't actually specifically call out a hello to you. Always happy to have you along for the ride as the Hyper Cicada takes even more damage. Jeez, guys, it's not the lightest mech. I wouldn't anticipate that. All 60-ton mechs have cool names?
Got something you want done?
Probably. I don't have anything to refute that with just yet, so I'm just going to have to go with probably. We're just going to jump down here. So I have a Viper, which happens to have all kinds of jumps. High jump. Oh, it's a disco back. Shoot everything you got. Right. Apollo. Forgot about that. Sure. Not one of the biggest fan of chicken walkers in general. Oh, they're the best looking mechs. All of them. That whole reverse leg design is the best way that mechs end up looking. Please tell me that I can somehow get down here. It's not looking like it. It's looking like I'm actually fully stuck up here. I'm not sure what I can do if I'm fully stuck up here. That becomes a bit of a problem. Ooh, wow, 51%. Shoot that Hunchback. Nailed it. Managed to hit him right around for the 63 damage. It's the disco back. Yep. They are quite dangerous. We have to give it a little bit of its due because it will be quite dangerous should it actually manage to get a couple of shots on us. I am hoping to kill it before it can actually do that. Let's just fire. Oh, good shooting out of the Nova. Coach managed to absolutely nail it all 3 times. Didn't double up enough in order to actually destroy that, but that was a good round of shooting from him, especially compared to, you know, the absolute abysmal failure that is Apollo whenever he attempts to actually kill anything. Do we aim down here with the rotary? Yeah, I'm going to only triple shot just because I'm worried about shooting anyone. Whoops. So, the Lego. My favorite Mexican walker is Raven, Madcap, Marauder. Put Apollo into a bag and throw him down the river. We may need him. We may need him. Apollo's the player character. Unfortunately, yes. He does not appear to be killable, which is less than ideal. Oh, we can get further down. He was just bottlenecking us. That's lovely. So we're going to shift right on up here. We need to restart reload now. Oh, come on. We only lost 1 mech. It's not the worst thing in the world, guys. Just try to roll with it. And he's dead. So we're going to take care of that. I have to agree with Shrek that the rifleman would just chew up a dragon in the quick draw. It will, especially in vanilla. So vanilla is going to make it so that those mechs are nearly insurmountable targets. Or the rifleman is going to be just completely overshadow the entire 60-ton weight bracket because it has a small engine. So you can put whatever the heck you want in the damn thing. For real though, you should need to stop shooting your mechs in the back all day. I didn't think you'd do that badly. I was just as surprised as you. I was like, seriously? Good hit, plus 26 heat on that one. We may, though, actually end up restarting if we can't actually get down this mountain. That's my biggest concern at the moment. Because if I can't actually get down this mountain, I can't actually grab the objective. Because that's becoming a bit, because then I'll have to just continue, and this will take us an hour to just sort of bait them all over here. So one of the reasons why I'm so irritated this champion is here, because I know I'm going to end up restarting. I'm kind of dragging things out, I think. Unless I can find a way down from here, it's got to be a restart. Because unfortunately, the map didn't load properly. Which does happen on occasion. Yeah, the rifleman is going to dominate the entire 60-ton weight bracket. It's going to completely transform that. It's what did I say? It's what, 21, 29 tons of pod space on that thing? You just have all the tonnage in the universe on that. I mean, even with the heat sinks, it's got to be a phenomenal mech in terms of just raw firepower. I don't know why they were insulting it during the presentation. Rekgar wants a restart too. Yeah, don't worry, it's going to happen. I'm just going to check in this next round to see if we can actually get anybody down here. And if they can't, then we're going to reset. Should put Apollo into a chameleon as he needs more training. But the chameleon doesn't have its own model yet. It's just a griffin. So once it does get its own model, then we'll think about it. Fair quality options, Brick, so you can lower the quality? Oh, did Brick have some problems with it? Oh, connection is garbage? Yeah, you can drop it down because, fortunately, it's actually working this time, which is pretty cool. It actually worked last time, too. So we only had problems, like, every so often. I think it might be linked to subscriber numbers. So, by the way, if you happen to have subscribed to us using your Twitch, or not your Twitch Prime, but your Amazon Prime, you're going to have to re-up that subscription if you want to, of course. And, of course, if you're brand new to this channel, make sure you follow, subscribe, scroll down. You can see all the ways that you can help out. It's donations, Patreons, all that stuff. You know how it works. We've been playing video games for a while now. We've been watching Twitch for a while now, it seems. The Twitch stream just out here in the woods. Well, at least you're in nature. And a lot more pretty nature than what's going on over here. And more incoming fire on the cheetah. I think you streamed during the Fortnite event when you had issues? Oh, is that what was going on? I didn't realize like the Fortnite event was sort of getting in our way. We should take down Epic. Yeah, there's no way down this mountain, is there? Is there? Am I legitimately looking at a way down this mountain? Thank you, Nightmare40k, for subscribing. It is so nice to have you with us. So, yeah, thank you very much. Always nice to have more people along for the ride, and maybe a Twitch will not throttle our connection ever again. I don't know if I can actually get further than this. I mean, well, it looks like I can. Yeah. Let's check it out. See if we can't get down here. Fire at the bola, give him a little bit of plasma, and that dealt with him, what was that, 269 damage in AC? I'm going to have to go back and double check that, but that looked ridiculous. We're going to shove Apollo into a salt mine for our labor. He's a mech warrior. He has rights. Sort of. Kind of. Negotiable. Fire everything into the back of the block, see if we can't shoot him down. There goes the Rekgar. Not the Rekgar, the dropper, taking care of everything. So we've got everything rocking and rolling. Apollo! Yes, please do me a favor and kill a hunchback. You should have this capability, right? No, of course not, because you can spread all your damage instead of concentrating in the one spot where the hunchback's actually weak. Oh, you're such a failure. Could just take aim. I'm absolutely going to take aim shots. It's triple 99%. So at this point, we're going to burn through his frontal armor faster than Apollo could burn through his back armor. And we may as well shift around over to the side. We'll try not to block anybody so they can continue to move. This mech is toasty as all heck. Although that is sort of the price to pay. Hi, Mama Bird. Yeah, you're just going to do the same thing. And there he goes. Oh, apparently he hit an XL engine. Interesting. Huh. Discobacks don't have XL engines. Wonder what's going on with that. We'll just continue to move on over to the side, since apparently we can't actually get down. If the Arctic Cheetah can actually get down, although we may have just wasted another turn trying to figure out what's actually going down. Jester in the Nova actually does have a line of sight? Does not have a line of sight, but could get a line of sight if it wanted to. Shooting at a Galant as well as a cargo truck. Sure, why not take a peek? It's just a champion. What's it going to do to you? Wow, the accuracy on that is pretty phenomenal. Fire. Of course you missed, but that's okay. And wow, that's some interesting physics right there. Renewable energy. And we will sprint. Can I get a line of sight in some place that I wouldn't shoot anybody in the back? Kind of surprised the Punisher killed him. Flamer back? What do you mean? Oh, it's pretty good. Did you quarter? I didn't think I cored through his center torso unless we managed to weaken it a heck of a lot more than I thought it was. But maybe that is the case. I mean, that would be the only way to actually work. Yes, we do have flamers on our Arctic Cheetah. It is quite the cooker at this point, so should be able to deal with vehicles as well as structures quite nicely. Oh, Hunchback with flamers? I don't think that'd be a great idea. Hunchbacks are very slow because, you know, they don't have a very large fusion core in them, so if you were to do that, you'd be suffering under the problem of having a very short-range weapon on a mech that doesn't move all that quick, that is not particularly well defended. Nova taking an awful lot of firepower, but who cares? He's fine. Jester doesn't really mind. Arclight gonna come around in the Hyper Cicada. We gotta give it a turn to just chill out, so we'll start making the pilgrimage down around the edge of this mountain. And Apollo, you're also a little bit toasty, which is somewhat of a concern, but hey, we'll go say hi. Do you have a target here? You do not, so just brace it out. You'll chill. It'll be great. Ek in the Arctic Cheetah, are you actually capable of getting down? You are not? So it was all for naught? It was all for naught. Alright. Let's get this thing reset. Sucks so much. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be another champion.
Nominal.
Thank you, Wizalot, for the follow. Great to have you along for the by the part of the guns above. See, at this point, Sprogue was like praying, please, terrain generation, don't make us if there's any actual path to get down this mountain. Oh, come on, it wouldn't have lost the Lego. I mean, we have a 50% chance of actually losing the mech entirely. The only thing that really makes me worried, though, is, like, resetting has never been particularly reliable in this game. We may have to reset the entire game. So, RogueTech, not exactly kind when it comes to restarting at the moment, just because there's so much stuff trying to get shoveled through at the same time. Oh, please tell me you're going to spin well and restart quickly? I have no idea. We don't restart very often. I try very much to avoid it. Literally unkillable. I think Punisher would beg to differ. He seems to have killed it quite effectively. Oh, and it runs too. So it looks like the Spirit of Lego is alongside with us. We can get this restart down, and it looks like a good drop zone this time. I think there may be a bit of a pit. Alright, please tell me nobody's actually stuck this time. I think we're good. Probably. Maybe. And we have a bit of a hike to actually get to the target and the random support lance in the back. Fake news timeline. Yep, we are back to the alternate universe where urban mechs are always winning and totally alive. So let's get on board this little hike. Hello, Wizalot. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. And again, thank you for the follow. Always nice to have you around. No champ? We don't know yet because we don't see anything just yet. It's not on top of us. But there could be. Well, actually, if I'm completely honest, we're doing a clan playthrough. A champion would not be the best thing. It wouldn't be thematic, which as much as I love champions, I do also love sort of being thematic with my whole setup, so I would prefer clan mechs, although we are fighting pirates, so there is that. Also, we would like to run into something fairly large that we could salvage and, you know, build big mechs, which would be awesome. By the time you catch me live, well, I'm glad that you did. Always happy to have more fans along for the ride. We need to come up with a name for the fandom. We're starting to get like 120-something followers, and we're at 890-something subscribers on YouTube, so we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. If we make it to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I will be impressed. Although it would be really cool too. So we're just going to make the nice little hike on over and hope they don't have artillery. It's punishment for your sins against the Lego. I have sinned not against the Lego. It's all Punisher's fault. Completely and totally Punisher's fault. He's the one who did it. He's the one who racked into the back of the Lego. Now the Lego's in the back of the line. So if at some point the Lego shoots the Cougar in the back and destroys it, then we'll know that somebody's actually operating on this one. Scouting on forward with our Hyper Cicada, incredibly fast. Really need to rename it, but I think the Hyper Cicada will probably end up just saying a name as the results of a failed experiment that never actually got anywhere all that cool. Although the concept was interesting. Our Urby's clan, it is a Urban Mech 2C, if I'm not mistaken. Where did you go, little Lego? Yeah, it's an Urban Mech 2C, so it's a clan version of the Urban Mech.
Standing by.
We get around that particular concern in that way, although it's one of the few 2C mechs that actually isn't 5 or 10 tons heavier than its original version, so there's that. If missed one friendly fire, you did. In fact, you missed enough friendly fire to kill the Lego, which is rather hilarious. The other reason why I don't like restarting is because it's going to start messing with certain icons, which is really annoying. But yeah, heavy metal is on the way. 10 new mechs. So we've got a fleet, which is, you know, mostly Wolf's Dragoons. Not entirely, it was actually in the Innisphere before they showed up, but mostly Wolf's Dragoons is used. There's also the Vulcan anti-infantry mech. I know, a bit odd for, you know, mech for Battletech, considering there's no infantry. kind of disappointed at the moment, but hey, we'll continue to move on. The Assassin, which, to be perfectly blunt, the straight-up normal Assassin is pretty terrible. There's no way to get around that. It's a terrible mech, but it is incredibly fast. Oh, by the way, every single one of these mechs apparently is having some sort of quirk, which is going to be very interesting. I'll talk about that in a little bit, actually, if we get there. Then there are the 60-ton Rifleman, which is going to be the new king of the 60-ton bracket in vanilla. And for us, well, it's going to be business as usual since we've had the Rifleman for a very long time at this point. Where's the secondary? Oh, the secondary is actually on the pass. That's great. Then, of course, we have the two free mechs, the 70-ton Warhammer and the 75-ton Marauder, both amazing. And then we go up to the Bullnose. The Bullnose is a, or not the Bullnose, I keep wanting to call it the Bullnose, but is it the Bullnose? God, what is it again? It's a Bull Shark, that's the term. I keep thinking like Bullnose Shark or Bullnose Dolphin or something like that, but no, the Bull Shark, which is a 95-ton custom job, and then, of course, everybody's favorite, the Annie. Annie's on the way. The old Mexican quirks. Well, it's going to be based on equipment that's built into the mech and doesn't ever go away. So they'd have to do an awful lot of work on it, and then you get to a point where I assume they're going to be adding a lot more mechs into the game at some point, and you're going to have to come up with versions for all of them. It's a fire starter. Darn it. I got a little bit excited. So yeah, the Flea, I don't know what they're giving that, but it's 20 tons, and if it doesn't get anything special, it's just basically a different version of Locust. If it's got a whole bunch of support hardpoints, which it should, based on just the stock loadout of it, then you might be able to just kit it up as just maximum small lasers or something, and just be able to come in and rip into somebody pretty decently. But again, 20 ton, not going to set the world on fire. Same problem for the Assassin and the Vulcan, both 40-ton mechs. There's nothing too special about them. The Vulcan gives you more SRMs. It's a different version of the Vindicator, I suppose, but you just don't have enough tonnage to really do anything with it. But the Vulcan has a special piece of equipment which allows it to use its anti-infantry weapons at a longer range, is the way that they put it. So, not quite sure. By the way, did you know about the HAG 20 Urban 2Z? I did not, but that's interesting. And then the Assassin's going to have a targeting computer which will basically probably ignore a certain number of pips of evasion. The Warhammer's getting a flat 20% increase to all energy weapons. The Marauder's giving everybody in the lance a 10% damage reduction. The Annihilator is going to be harder to knock down. And the Bullnose, we don't know what it, or the Bull Shark, we don't know what it's got, but hey, it seems to have a thumper cannon built into the back, which I don't know if you can pull off or not, because I kind of want to pull it off it. Alright, we got a Wolverine and a Cicada, so we've lost all the really interesting heavy mechs. I mean, sure, it's only a 60-ton heavy, but I can dream about amazing stuff. Only gonna fire the two, because it's not worth the risk. We'll keep the temperature nice and low, that way we can continue to engage once we get better shots. But yeah. Warhammer sounds bonkers. The Marauder is a must-have for every single lance ever. Yeah, the Marauder is going to become a new go-to mech. 10% damage reduction, you combine that with what? You get 60% damage reduction on a... for Bulwark, or not Bulwark, yeah, Bulwark, as long as you're in cover. So it's just, you add another 10% on, and suddenly you've got an AC-20, which is dealing about the same amount of damage as a medium laser. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of power right there. I imagine they might tweak it, but as it is right now, that's stupid strong. Yeah, well, Bulwark can cover. New expansion is going to break so much stuff. What is even damage? Imagine if that Marauder bonus X. I can't imagine it will. I mean, if it does, then you can literally get 100% damage reduction. Oh, good, you have AMS. But we still blew up your leg, despite the fact that you had AMS. And blew up your Beagle Active Probe, so you're having just a bad day all around. So good job from the drop bearer, even at longest of ranges. If the Marauder bonus stacks, yeah, it's going to be, you can literally get 100% damage reduction. And I can't imagine they would want to do that. I suppose they could, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. But it's not going to be the biggest of problems. Take off his legs. Hey, there he goes. Both legs destroyed. Also blew up his entire left torso, but hey, we got some of it. Capture what? The fire starter?
Standing by.
That's not going to be a problem. We don't need a fire starter. It's only a 35-tonner. We want 60s and above. Zoom in the Arctic Cheetah. Let's see if we can't get a little fire. This is just the worst environment to test the Arctic Cheetah on, because it is designed to overheat mechs, and we've been spending all our time in the tundra. Drop bear's best? Yeah. When they put ECM in the game? Let's not think about ECM. Oh, wow. That's actually a lot of damage for a Cicada. Good job. That's impressive. That's got to be rocket launchers. 2P2? Yeah, that's got to be rocket launchers. I don't believe for a second they put that many MRMs inside a Cicada. I think the pirates suck too much to actually try that. Get the Nova up top, see if you can't do a little bit of sniping work. 24%, 27 actually on you, but yeah, it's all rocket launchers. You got nothing left. Large chem lasers on a trebuchet. Not sure what that means. And you are a bog standard 6R Wolverine, so... And your rocket launcher 20s. Yeah, we missed all 3 times, but we had some hope. So I don't know if it's not any dumb stuff. They can't do that. That would be too stupid. You can't add in something that would make literally everybody invulnerable. That makes me think that the Assassin could be strong attack. The Assassin just doesn't really have enough weight to be all that strong. It's got, what, 9 tons? So it's got an Elerum 5, which is 2 tons, plus a ton of ammo, so that's 3. It's got an SRM 2, that's another 2 tons because of the ammunition. Then it's got a medium laser and like 6 jump jets, or 7 jump jets. So that's 6 tons in terms of weapons, plus if it's got 6 jump jets, that's another 3 tons worth of jump jets in there. So what are you going to cram on it for 9 tons? A PPC? I mean, a snub-nosed PPC could fit in and keep the jump jets. So that actually might not be terrible. I'd be interested in trying that. That's just because I like snubs. I hope they implement snubs, interestingly. Because right now, from what I've seen, their implementation of the LBXs did not look great. Because it didn't look like they had provisions for ammunition switching. And if they don't have ammunition switching, I'm going to be just not happy. Did you forget the Raven and the ECM? Yeah, but you could technically kill somebody with the ECM. It's just that everybody realized that there was a way to make it so that you couldn't. But it still could happen. I'm basing on how strong they made the vanilla Raven. I don't think they'll make that mistake quite again. And really, that's an AI problem. That's not a raw damage numbers problem. And that's why I don't think that'll be an issue. Because we're not talking about a problem where it's going to be up to the AI to try and resolve it being stupid. We're talking about a problem of, oh, these numbers literally do not allow you to take any damage. So that's kind of why I don't think they can make that mistake. I mean, somebody would have had to have tried it at some point in sort of like their internal testing where they try and kill each other. Ah, Nidhogg Gunship, so nice to have you with us. I think you've got Risk MML 12s, or Risk MML 10s, which tells me you've also got a Risk AC 5, which is interesting, I suppose. We will attempt to capture you and kill you before you can actually do anything, because you do have some equipment that we would like to steal, despite the fact that we would honestly prefer to have stolen, say, a champion somewhere around here. Seen Stranger Things? Yeah, I've seen Stranger Things too, but I'm going to hold out some hope. I'm trying to be positive about it, but there are some negatives about the patch. I watched the demonstration part of the way through today, the TwitchCon VOD of what they were showing off, and I was a little bit disappointed in some of what I was seeing. The mechs were great. The mechs were beautiful, and I'm very much looking forward to new skeletons and just new Warhammers and stuff like that, because now it'll be sort of official quality, which isn't to knock the quality of the stuff that is currently available, but it is going to be... They have more access to that sort of UI control stuff. So they can do more to sort of improve it, and they can add more weapon definitions, that sort of thing. So they have the ability to just do more than what modders can, unfortunately. As much as I would love modders to be able to just do literally anything, there are certain limitations on their grand and amazing powers. So I am looking forward to that, especially the brand new skeleton that's going to bring with the Marauder, because that's a digitigrade mech with arms, which we desperately need for most of the clan technology. Looks like my champion got replaced by a couple of Nidhogg gunships. Not gonna lie, that is a more efficient use of technology and firepower. Still disappointing. I don't think I want to actually be outside of cover, because when they come a knocking, there's gonna be a lot of pain. There we go. If RT wasn't a thing, there'd be much less disappointment. I suppose, to a certain extent, yeah. Because we've seen that ammunition switching works, and it is incredibly intuitive. I was just kind of hoping that they would have like a little thing that says like cluster, and then you click it and it switches over to showing instead slug, and then there'd be just a color element to it or something. Something relatively simple. Because already the system we have in RogueTech is perfectly serviceable in my opinion. It just needs to be a little bit more obvious for the casual player. Oh, I'm definitely going to shoot you. Oh, nice shot from downtown. Gauss rifle right on through that leg. That's going to knock that Warhammer right on over. Modders are the backbone of a game. Yeah, they can be. Especially in a game like this. Especially in a lot of Paradox games, too. Nothing against Paradox, but sometimes you guys rely a little bit too much on your mods. I could just blow off your leg, or I could try and blow you apart. I'm going to try and blow you apart mainly because you're incredibly dangerous to me, and you have a lot of rockets. Do I know where your rockets are actually located? I don't think I do. Yeah, we do not. Let's go look at the model, because we can do that. Yeah, I think we want to cluster this side, actually. It's a good thing I'm actually on this side to sort of improve that cluster chance. See if you can't blow his arm off. Or preferably his torso. There goes his arm. That should take out 2 of them. Okay, so we knocked out 2/3 of his weapons fire on that one. He still has the chem lasers, of course, but I'm not as worried about it. Mama Bird, let's get you down in this fight. You are, of course, a long-range fire support build who can't actually see anything. Shoot his legs. Yeah, I missed all targets, but that's okay. Longest of ranges. But yeah, RogueTech definitely kind of takes the wind out of the sails of things like LBX autocannons, because until RogueTech had come out, we had never, ever seen an implementation of an LB autocannon properly. It had always been LBX autocannons are shotguns versus normal slug throwers. Which, you know, is really disappointing, because in tabletop they're so much more versatile than that, because they can fire slugs or clusters, which lets you just use anything you want. It's really cool. The fact that they're not doing that, or they don't appear to be doing that, because again, it's not coming out until November, although it's coming out a lot sooner than I thought it was coming out. They still have time to sort of change things out and alter their plans as they move forward. Oh yeah, we're going to run this. I love rotary autocannons so much. So, it could just be that we saw an earlier version of the build, although I'm going to say, this was very surprising to me they were releasing this early, because I distinctly remember, and maybe my memory is distinctly wrong, but I distinctly remember them saying, or at least it being listed, that heavy metal wasn't coming out until winter of 2019. Winter 2019 doesn't start until December 21st, and goes until March 21st. So, it's coming out in November. That's a full month ahead of schedule. I'm really surprised they came out so soon with it, and I'm a little bit worried, actually, that they came out so soon with it. Yeah, I got an Scout off there, firing a single medium laser. That might be an American thing? Well, they are an American company. Oh, are you kidding me? The Viper took a head hit. Apollo took a head hit, and thanks to his thick skull, and of course the cowl on it, he managed to avoid the actual damage from it. So good job, you tried, but you're not going to be able to kill him that way. Also, you're an Scout, stop having delusions of grandeur. They're Swedish, though? At least the publishers? Well, the publishers are, yeah, but doesn't spring start in the same month for you guys, too? I mean, we're both Northern Hemisphere. Paul's a magnet for the casual no-scope. Paul's the magnet for just bad things in general. Doesn't even have to be headshots or bad luck in general. He's just please, Apollo, we need you to stop. It's going to take even more damage in his nimble little Viper. A single missile managed to actually connect. Hopefully we're not actually dealing with mines, because that would be utterly horrible, and I don't want to deal with mines. Oh, there's a lot of Nidhogg gunships. Why is it always the Nidhogg gunships? Tomorrow's episode, just more Nidhogg gunships. November is definitely winter over here. Is it? Or is it just cold? Because, you know, it's getting cold right now. We've got frost warnings and stuff happening all over the place. But it's not technically winter. We'd rather call February spring? Dude, that's way too early for spring. We are like in the heart of the cold in February. At least where I live. What's this one? Did you talk about? We only have 3 seasons here. Summer, hurricane, and football. Let me guess. Virginia. Actually, no. Virginia gets cold. Virginia gets snow. Texas? Texas. Gotta be Texas. So a little bit, or Arizona, I suppose. A little bit of light laser fire. Managed to miss by 98%, which should demonstrate just how badly messed up his targeting systems are. And he's limping down the hill. We're still going to kill him, probably without mercy. Arclight. Yeah, I have a target for you. You're actually right behind him. You could actually try and kill him. His leg is incredibly vulnerable. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift over to his left side, where we can go right in for him in his weak spot. That'll give us 90% accuracy. And maybe we can blow this leg clean off. I did go to the right side, right? When his left, that's his... Oh, that's the trebuchet. Duh. I'm like, wait a second. Bingo on Texas. Oh, Texas is such a lovely state, too. Alright, so we are cooking a little bit, and we didn't manage to kill him just yet, but we will have him sorted fairly shortly. Let's see if the Nova has a decent shot. He does actually have he has an amazing shot. Take that shot. Unfortunately, he missed twice, despite having a 70-something% accuracy. But that's okay. The shot was from beyond long range, and we are still somewhat impressed by the fact he made it at all. Shift him on over here, and he can start getting a little bit closer. That Nova is proving to be much more effective than the Mama Bear at super long range shots, and I think I have an inkling as to why that we will eventually have to sort of prove in a little bit. I don't want to move too slowly, because we do have some really painful things coming on the way soon. So, how's your heat? Your heat is fine. Your heat is also fine. We're going to pull back a little bit. I'm going to beat the ever-loving crap out of, well, probably the trebuchet right here, because he's used most of his weapons, and so I can just beat up on a weakling at this point. Lots of fire, plus 29 heat, and something broke pretty badly from downtown. Exodus can bring on the drop bear, and the drop bear gets to kill basically whatever the heck it wants, because one, it's fast, and two, it has really good missiles for doing exactly this. Really bad accuracy, much better accuracy. See if I can't just beat him down, because I have a lot of missiles and you have open crits. There goes his engine. We've taken out the Wolverine. Poor trebuchet? It's a pirate trebuchet. I don't exactly think poor is in the description of things that we care about. So just having this battle over the artwork itself, we don't really care about the artiste, clearly. We're here to annihilate, to actually grab the canvas itself. Punisher.
I've got your back.
Right. You just have a shot from here, right? 37%, probably not worth trying that chance. However, a ×4 with the Punisher upgrade, you say? I swear to God, he's trying to give me a heart attack, almost killing everything. But we've taken out the trebuchet as well. That is another mech out of the fight as the Cougar regenerates its actual movement. We'll move it into cover. I like this Cougar. I think it's quite nice when it's not actually, you know, trying to kill my own people. Gotta take a little while for the Lego to actually get within range, but once it is, damage is out there. There are only 2 big ones here, dry and wet, and 4 smaller seasons. MVP per. It has proven to be wildly powerful. We actually are advanced at some point, though, going to have to consider what the next generation of it is going to be, because there's only so much we can do. You may as well shoot. Apollo, why do I bother? Why do I bother? Yeah, I wanted to try to kill your pilots. He didn't mean to. The Lego was just there. I just didn't think he was actually, you know, in range to be shot at like that. Oh, and a Rax can only do 5 and 6 shots. Why even fire if in not fun mode? Accuracy bonuses. That's about it. I mean, everything else is kind of pointless. But the accuracy bonus is really nice. Shift in right there. You're in my minimum range. Probably accuracy terrible. Accuracy not great, but shoot anyway. I gotta get a bigger gun inside this thing. The AC-5 is starting to make me think, not good enough. I think I want like a UAC 10 at the very least. Did you ever consider renaming Apollo? We did, actually. Apollo used to be Lynx. And then, because I used the image, because I thought, hey, that looks like a pretty decent look of a clan pilot, and hey, it's a bit of a funny nod towards Sprogue and the BSG fans, I'll use that. And then they were all like, you must put his name as Lee Apollo Adama. If you don't, we shall never again watch your videos. And I was like, okay, fine. I almost was like, okay, fine, whatever. This is why he's so bad. Lynx. He used to be Lynx. He is no longer Lynx. He is now Apollo. Give Apollo a melee mech with support slots. He's clearly not clan. I don't know. There's been some really terrible clan characters in throughout history. Although there's also been some really cool freeborns, like the one freeborn dude who was able to set up a satchel charge on top of a mech and apparently knock over I think it was a locust without a gyro, just by sort of rocking on top of it. But yeah, that is neither here nor there. I need to reread the Rise of the Jade Phoenix. That was a really fun book series to read, although it'll remind me of just how much I hate Marth, so maybe I shouldn't. Should read some other Battletech books when I get some time. Oh, somebody's got a rack. Somebody's got a good rack. I want your rack. Give it to me now. Pirate? Probably pirate. Pirate Jaeger? Would make sense. What was that? Did anybody see that? I saw something. I didn't get a name off of it. In the words of Vegeta, did anyone get the name of that jerk?
Going full throttle.
Alright, have we identified our target? Mongoose, Oscout, Trebuchet 5S. Oh, it was probably a Nidhogg gunship. And a Catapult Mark III, because we can't seem to get away from these things. They are everywhere. I'll fire the cicada, give him a little bit of heat. Oh, good shot. And penetration hit on that one. Yeah, Nidhogg gunship, flying brick. The Sword and Dagger, a decent book. A Catapult 3. We have a Catapult 3, although we do need his MRM ammunition should he happen to be equipped with said ammunition, because it's starting to become a bit of a problem. We'll shift on back over here, say hi. Hey, can you hit the broadside of a barn? The answer to that question was yes for once, and he actually managed to blow off the right arm of the mech. So he is under fire and knows it. I want your rackets 2019. You can't say things like that anymore. True. Very true. I now have to go in for mandatory retraining. I will see you all guys later. Or maybe... And the drop bear, having to try and fight through all of that AMS, still managed to break the lower leg and make him unsteady. I don't know if I'll be able to capitalize on it. I will be able to capitalize on that. Not with the Hyper Cicada, but with the Punisher. The Punisher is also going to take a moment to pick up some beautiful artwork. Not at all creepy or weird. And we're going to go up to... yeah. Didn't do quite as well as I was hoping, but he's lost his other arm and did manage to get a headshot, which I imagine was the tag, because if the rat got the headshot, I imagine that would have blown his head clean off. No, his head is almost blown clean off, so good job there. Lego. Hi, yes, you had a 59% chance, but that's not why I hired you. I brought you around for the cluster shell. Hey, I got him. There goes the cicada. Taken care of. By the way, before I go away from you, and you didn't break the gun, lovely. Alright, so we do need to chill out the Hyper Cicada. That is a bit of a problem, so we're shifting on over to the side in here. Keep sort of in cover a little bit and chill the heck out. That way I can just blast away. Heavy MRMs, what is that? A bow? Yes, Lego coming in with the fire support. Oscout, ignorable. Mongoose, mostly ignorable. The Trebuchet, it's a TBT-5S, which is 2 SRM-6s, 3 medium lasers, and a little bit more armor. Not ignorable, but it's not exactly dangerous. Okay, it is dangerous if you're a tank. But it's the Nidhogg gunships that are really kind of taking the show for what are things that are actually scary. Because, you know, they're really scary. And they are really hard to hit, because, you know, life doesn't like me. Keep the fire going. Oh, good shot on that Trebuchet. Managed to cut through most of that armor on that one. Catapult 3 is, not all of them are. There is another one which is a Risk Catapult Mark III, which happens to have 2 hyper lasers. So it could be that. If there's any faction that could make an Oscout work, it'd be the Pirates. It's not a terrible... Oh, there is a Pirate Jaeger. Hi! It's a... Oh, no, it's a JM6... What are you? H. I didn't realize that they were named like... And there's a demon tank, too, so now we got a problem. Put a suspicious package in it. But now you're dealing... No. Not sure that we're allowed to do that. I think that's against certain rules of war these days. This is something 7 catapult. Did we actually get that much information out of it? I didn't think we could see it that clearly. Alright, Trebuchet 5S coming forward for his SRM Barrage, triple medium laser, and the SRMs. Most of them managed to miss, only got hit by the one. Yep, the Jaeger mech, which would be a good pickup. It is a 65-ton heavy. Just because I don't like the physical look of Jaeger mechs doesn't mean I'm not gonna turn it down. Oh yeah, that's coming from the Jaeger. So he's got a lot of autocannons on that one. Are we looking at an Ultra 5? 2 Ultra 5s anyway? I did meet it once. I'm imagining a bunch of spikes on a pirate Oscout's little flappy arms as it waves them around in random formations in order to be scanning. Didn't survive a Thunderbolt to the face. Not many things do. Although, well, it'd have to be a Thunderbolt 20. And like trending whips. Tripping whips. Alright, Jägermech is going to shift over to the side a little bit. Are you actually going to shoot anything? Does anybody know anything about a Jägermech H? Because I didn't think that they were named in that fashion. Nidhogg Gunship, deciding he has had enough of the scrap and is leaving, does not want to play with us any longer. Woohoo! We have managed to steal the artwork. Now we can't afford to have the Cougar destroyed, but that's okay, because we couldn't afford to have the Cougar destroyed anyway. Could come up here, just utterly blitz the Oscout or the Mongoose. I'm placing myself really close to the Trebuchet, but I don't really care, if I'm completely honest. However, the Mongoose is currently jamming the crap out of everything, so Drop Bear, if you wouldn't mind... Thank you, Drop Bear. Really good. Not fully what I was hoping for, but really good. Can't knock the amount of hustle on that mech. Hyper Cicada, come on in. You're going to do the next level of fire support at point blank range, because why not? 86% cut through that thing like a hot knife through butter. And there it goes. Teamwork has made the dream work, and over goes the little mongoose. The H variation is a late-era peripheral modification seen in 3064 when a Marian hegemony invaded the Illyrian Palatine. Jeez. 2 large lasers and 2 LB2s with 1 ton of ammunition, 6 rocket launcher 15s, 10 tons of ferrous fibrous armor, and carried 10 double the heat sinks. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Isn't it 3040? Yeah, no. I don't care what they try and say. Oh, no, we're in this. No, you're not. You're in 31-something. That's the era that we're actually fighting over. I'm going to ignore you, but just because I could kill you so easily. So, thank you, Wesley. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. Oh, no, never mind. You have nothing but flamers. So, see if you can't burn him down a little bit, because you don't have a whole heck of a lot of firepower anyway, and that mech you're not overheating. Coach can come right on in, continue the sprint on down the hill. You do have a fairly decent shot, hopefully. 46 just turned into normal, 39. I don't have enough ammunition to risk that, so fire. Oh, good hit. Managed to penetrate the armor a little bit better. Thunderbolt 5 SE. Oh, you mean that kind of I thought you meant the missile. Yeah, that would be a much more efficient way to beat the ever-living crap out of something with a 65-ton mech, especially if we were able to throw it into the face of another mech, because the amount of force required to lift that mech would be rather considerable. And there goes his leg, so he's down on the gun. It's 30-31, obviously. Not even RogueTech claims that bad. But no, seriously, RogueTech takes place in the year 31-something. They just wanted to use the 30-40-something map. Oh no, he's jammed! Alright, well, he can run over here. Let's see if we can't get this gun back on. And it's unjammed. Okay, we're ready for combat once again. When the Nidhogg's all come flooding on in with their heavy Gauss rifles and crap, we will be ready for them with the rotary autocannon. Apollo, can you bottom feed? That's all I need. Actually, you're sort of out of heat at this point. I'll do it. So see if you can't bottom feed a little bit. That just needs 80 damage to be able to shut off one of the... See if you can't kill him. Hey, he got it! Good job, Apollo. If everybody else sets you up, you can actually do something. Plink laser on enemy, do 1 point of damage and enemy panic.
Ready to get it on.
Yeah, the fact that the tags do damage like that is rather hilarious. 30% blast away. Hey, you managed to hit with one. Now I did fire right at the back of the Stormcrow, so I am going to check. Good, Mama Bird did not get shot clear in the back and only has 50 armor, so that would have been pretty catastrophic. But a large laser hit on a Nidhogg gunship is always a benefit. 45 armor off this thing is a good day. I do want to take this mostly intact. We're doing 3 or 13 priority salvage. But with their eyes, I'd be panicking as well. Just turn up the polarity, man. You'll be fine. Maybe we won't throw him in the river after all. Unfortunately, we can't, because he's the one who has to sign the checks, and nobody knows how to forge his name all that well. That's our biggest problem. That's kind of the only reason we keep him around and put him in a Viper. Because we're like, yeah, just drive the Viper, it'll be great. So, but every so often he can actually pull through, which is always impressive and fun. And hit on it is a good hit. This is very true. Alright, Jaeger-Mech gonna do a bit of a moonwalk, and nothing. Okay. They are very much protecting the artiste. They want to keep him intact. By the way, do we happen to notice, Rogue, if that H version happens to have a XL engine of any description? Because that'd be nice to know. I don't think I have any Jaeger parts, though, so the 4-part from an XL would not be good enough. Drop beer. I'm actually not going to have the drop bear mover there. I'm going to have the drop bear... Oh, yeah, you. Pfft, I'm going to ignore you. Because I thought I could find a Nidhogg gunship and it did not end up working. That's fine. It'll allow him to chill out, sort of settle a little bit. After all, it's only an Oss Scout. I'm not exactly worried about what an Oss Scout is about to do to me. Maybe I should be. Maybe this is just the most devastatingly dangerous mech that you've ever run into. Wow. Could you have saved that for the Jaeger mech? I mean, he just Gauss rifled his face, so pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna reserve Arclight. I want to sort of set a couple of other things up, mainly with the Arctic Cheetah, to come over and burn the demon tank. I don't quite know what a demon tank is supposed to be talking about, but it is important. Of all the mechs in the universe to headcap. Yeah, exactly. Do we know what catapult? It is an R3. What's the catapult Mark III R3? I don't know if that's our version or not. Take out the demon tank with no problem whatsoever. Plasma is, of course, love and life. I do actually need to zoom in and check out what that arm looks like. And the Viper is a little bit toasty at the moment. Let's bring it to come screaming in at maximum speed. Can actually get a very long-range accurate shot. I doubt it'll be good. It's not terrible. Shut off the snub to remove the accuracy penalty. We'll use both 2 heavy medium lasers. And miss both times, of course. A whole lost... Yes, that was weak, Jim. Sorry, but that was weak. Can't rush drop ash perfection.
I hear ya.
Taking its time to do things properly. And engaging in only the correct course of actions. Alright, so we do have a side angle on you, which is actually pretty good. I'm going to take it. It's a 30% on a Nidhogg. You can't sort of ignore that. Although, I gotta say, the catapult could do a lot of damage, because I do believe he has like some super massive damage that he can deal using some form of his MRM ammunition that we normally blow up for some reason.
Roger, Skipper.
Keep him running forward. So yeah, Mama Bear is probably going to take a lot of chip damage. Jaeger-Mech shifting over to the side, not quite facing in the right direction. but he is in cover. So he has met up with his smaller friend and is hiding behind him like a boss. Nidhogg gunship on the move, shifting over to the side. If they start bringing together all of their defensive fields, that's going to make for a really hard shot. I did say my puns were on the weak side. At this point, heavy ammo or ammo be the most valuable loot. Yeah, because that'll bring an entire mech online in a day, which, you know, would be pretty good. We're starting to sort of form up here. We have a pretty good fire line, although several of our main supports are a little bit too far back and will not be engaging in the battle until the next round, but that'll be fine. You say hiding behind, I say shooting over the top of... Right, that's what he's doing. He's just setting up to shoot from behind so that he can be above. No, it's not gonna work. Catapult is gun equipped. Okay. Interesting. That looks like twin UAC-2s. I mean, the guns look like UAC-10s, but the burst fire only did like 20-something damage, so it's gotta be UAC-2s. Right. Hyper Cicada, come on forward and take aim. 52-27. Yeah, you're shooting at him.
Aye, aye.
Bzzz. Oh, good shots on the leg. I love it. Structure exposed on that one, as well as a little bit of heat, but we can take care of it. Next round, we just won't fire one of our large lasers. It'll be great. All right, the drop bear, time for you to shine. You're going to zip on in, point blank range, where the UAC-2s can't actually do anything. Don't actually see the Nidhogg, which is rather surprising. Also really surprised at the terrible accuracy on this one. Fire anyway, because you are the drop bear. And you tend to break things really good. Didn't break it amazingly, but that wasn't really expected. Bring Apollo in as well. I doubt, again, he will have any real positive effect on this. But again, we have to give it a shot. Aim into you. I'll turn on the PPC on this one. Oh, hit with the PPC. Now that's impressive. Apollo laying down the accurate fire on that one when we needed it. Hyper Cicada should have a shot from here. It is another 52%. I'm going to shoot and scoot because it's worth it. And there goes his entire left arm. AC-2s and a large laser from Intech and a rocket launcher. So now we'll slip on back here, get our temperature back under control, hopefully. And it not shut down, so we're feeling pretty safe on that one. Who do we got? We've got the Arctita, who can come zipping on in at maximum speed. Has an angle shot on multiple targets. Please don't... No, we're not picking him yet. Be calm. Yeah, the Nidhogg's decided they're not actually involved in this battle. I could just light you on all the fire. I could also light you on all the fire. That actually looks really cool, not gonna lie. We're sort of focused on the Ergamech, so give him the beans, the business, the pain, the fire. Plus 33 heat will work a little bit. I mean, he doesn't generate a ton of heat so far that we've seen, but every little bit counts. And eventually, I am gonna break you in half. There's his instability entirely, so he ain't gonna be all that evasive moving forward. So bring in Jester's Nova. Are you actually gonna have the shot? He has the shot, but it is a bit obstructed.
On my way. Double time.
Oh, ECCM? Yeah, we'll take care of that in a bit after I get more people, but long range shots, not able to connect on that one, but they were fairly far outside of range, although that does sort of demonstrate just how effective that ECM really is. We're gonna have to get somebody who actually is capable of countering the ECM into range, which is, well, not Lego, because Lego is another 2 turns out. Should be in position in time for the Nidhogg gunships. Punisher with the Cougar should hopefully be able to get a fairly decent shot. We're gonna... Ooh, do I want to Warlord this? Because if I... Yeah, I've got a 75% accuracy. Baby, we gonna drill. Let's go full fire. And there goes his ammunition explosion, which tore off the entire mech, I assume. I don't think we XL crit him. I think that the entire mech just went kablooey. So that's unfortunate. Drop air can? Yep, we'll get to drop air as soon as he comes up. Catapult starting to pull on back. I think he's realized that, oh god, nobody's actually working with me on this one, and I need to run. So he is attempting to flee as fast as he can. We'll need to get people on top of him. Hopefully the Nidhoggs will flee faster, and that will make my life a lot easier. They do appear to be fleeing faster. Good. I may have Lego actually pick up the artiste itself. That way the artist can be inspired by Lego's natural beauty and gloriousness. We can dream. The other Nidhogg needing to determine exactly which direction it wishes to fly, if it will go forward or backwards, or maybe both at the same time. It's a VTOL, it can do whatever it wants. It has the capability. Alright, T-Bone or Exodus? Exodus in the drop air. Let's activate the electronic countermeasures so that all systems work up. They're stacking up like there's a third base. Yeah, it seems weird. Plus his racks were jammed. Yep, looks like he unjammed them in this round, so he did try and go full blast on us. And it didn't really work out quite like he anticipated, I imagine. Give us a sprint for the back angle. At the end of the day, we don't need to keep this thing intact. It does not have the heavy MRM ammunition that we require or desire. It only has, well, they're interesting UX, or BRACs, but they're not anything that I desperately need. Alright, Rack 2 ammunition explosion. Explosion contained, but he is now unevasive. And he did have an AMS, which was able to protect him a little bit. Get the Arctic Cheater in range to start burning everything. Because, yeah, your ECM's been jammed. And now I brought fire. Maybe you should eject, buddy. 115 heat. Now that is glorious. So can I get a decent shot in with T-Bone? Or no, T-Bone is actually apparently on the edge of a cliff. So that is unfortunate. Run this Hyper Cicada in. It's not going to have a shot this turn, but that's perfectly fine because it just needs to chill out with, you know, all of its current temperature control systems. Are you blocking my path, Viper? It might be. I'm going to reserve just in case it is. Lego obviously not going to be in a position to do anything in this round, but again, we'll probably pick up, you know, whatever the VIP actually is. I do wonder if Rack 2s are working. I like them to force rejections. That's actually not a terrible thing because you're shooting a lot of times with a shot that does an okay amount of damage. Looks like the Nova is actually going to be the one to actually pick up the Artiste. So he got there first, and now we will all learn to draw with it. So hopefully that's a Nidhogg. No, it is the Catapult. So the Catapult's going to shift over to the side and just unload on the drop bearer. Not getting too much damage done already, which is lovely. Managed to get his instability under control, but his temperature is still a burning, and he's emergency cooling flushing too. He's got a radical double heatsink kit, and that is not serving to be enough to keep control of that one. So that's actually really fun. I will take the additional accuracy from this angle. Sproxy Rackzilla. Isn't Rackzilla AC5s? Or Rack 5s? Just hit him once. That's all you need to do to make him... Actually, no, you need to hit him several more times to make him unsteady again. He's not moving all that fast, though. So, Punisher probably not actually going to be within range to do anything. And actually, Punisher needs to wait as well, so we can get underneath this guy, who will... Ooh, do I have to shift up over here to come down like that? That may be the case, but in any case, we're going to be waiting a little bit for the Nidhogg's to come on down. Drop Bear can take it. For a little while, but we don't want Drop Bear to take too much damage. It was a fairly good design, but there are things we must keep in mind when using that mech. It is not invulnerable. Close, but not quite. Alright, so there is a hole here, and we were just all blocking each other. Go for the side angle, and do me a favor, don't hit Apollo. Okay, we did get a hit on, but it missed with the important one, which was the Gauss Rifle, which would have implemented a whole bunch of instability. Again, not sure what the heck those Nidhoggs are doing. They just appear to be wasting everybody's time. Have the Cougar now get in through that gap, which is only one mech large. And let's see, do I just want to run the wreck? No. We'll save the ammunition for now. Alright, so the acid has been taken. We need to get all of our forces to the evac zone, which is over here. But we'll probably hang around to, you know, annihilate the target. Hi, buddy, you tried running. I'm not going to let you run. Point blank range with large lasers. Yes, I don't mind that cook. 2 good hits on that one. Hip has been destroyed. That'll slow him down even more. And hopefully we just can get a little bit more firepower onto him and he'll be gone. They're mating. We better hope not, because this is a PG-13 rated channel, folks. Come on over here with all the burning stuff because it's fun. Oh, that's 90% across the board. Have some fire, my little friend. Oh, that's a lot of heat. He's still heat critical and struggling with it. PPCs? Sure, why not? PPCs. Did manage to hit him on that one. Still not quite at the level we're looking for. We would like him to get a little bit more unsteady than that, so he actually doesn't have any actual evasion. But it's going to take us a little bit longer to get that done. Keep running the Lego to try and keep up. I do want to get him in range so he can start using his scattergun, because it's really, really fun and really, really cool. This is probably not going to be the shot that I'm looking for. Oh, wow, it is. Right. You're about to run out of ammo, though, so I'm going to save it. I'm only going to fire 2 shells. Little disappointed I only fired 2 shells. But I figured it was a good idea because I'm trying to save some of the ammunition. I suppose it falls, of course, to the drop bear to resolve the problem that everybody else has been having. So the drop bear is going to slip on into the back of the mech. A little bit vulnerable from the incoming Nidhogg gunships, but hey, this should end this battle right here. Oh yes, taken care of. Engine destroyed. Ouch! And improved heavy lasers destroyed, but they're smalls, so I wasn't all that worried about them. Just finish the poor fools. Alright, Nova, you are... Where are we heading? Oh, off over in this direction. Where the 2 Nidhogg gunships apparently are running away. Come back here, you cowards. Zip on over here. And I'm just gonna hunt you down until you die. Because you shouldn't have run away when you had all kinds of ground units to actually screen for you. Because that would have made you way more effective. Hopefully they'll just stand still and I can easily butcher them. But yeah, drop bear once again coming in for that final glorious kill. I am still worried about having enough ammunition on this mech, but it has proven itself to be fairly useful in almost all regards. It's not like a heavy brawler, but I think... And tell me what you think about this, Rekar. I think that sort of the defining characteristic of the drop bear was the MRM. Because what I'm going to be doing, because we are sort of moving up in the tonnage brackets, is I will be sort of looking for the next generation of mech. I'm using the upper stuff. Chill. The next generation of mech for each of these sort of names will be sort of based on the weapon that they used, or the defining characteristic about them. Oh, you mean we can't go this way? We can't go down this way. So that'll work out. So would you say that the drop bear's primary feature is the MRM or the stealth technology? Let's see if we can't get through his anti-missile defense system, because it has a lot of defensive ones. Yeah, they shot down all of that, so that's not working.
Yep.
Arc light in the Hypersecata does need to chill out. Just getting a little bit too tense on this one. Do I have a shot? Oh, I have too good of a shot not to shoot. Shoot all 3 times. Oh, drill baby drill. Nidhogg has been down. Even if that cooks this mech, it'll be worth it. And override successful. We just have Arclight controlling that beast like it's nobody's business. All under control.
I'm ready.
Drop part is related to dropping on fools after all. It's both. We'll see if we can't build a heavy, or at least a medium, with that kind of technology in mind. That may be difficult, but we'll try. Do you have a shot from here? You do. It's a 5.5% shoot anyway. So eventually, you need to get back here, buddy. It's all just you. You are the only thing preventing this mission from ending. We are going to hunt you down and destroy you. Brace it up. Maybe I can attract them to come after me if I do that. So, sprinting. Could I jump further? I could not, so I'll just sprint right on over here to block up the lane even more. Normally, you know, the Viper moves quite quickly anyway, so it's not the biggest of deals. However, the Cougar is probably going to run into that. I have a shot from here. Is it a good shot? We'll shoot a single shot at it. Just one. So, blink. And that went way off into the distance. Missed by -2, though, so we have that. Nidhogg's run away a lot for some reason. Yeah, it really kind of bugs me that they think that, oh, I need to flee in order to get a better position. Dude, you're the last thing on the mech. Just suicide into me already. I mean, there are certain ways that this Nidhogg gunship might be able to pick me apart bit by bit, mainly by sort of tricking me into shooting my own people in the back, which that would never happen, right, guys? Ever. I'm a perfectly great commander who never places my people in that kind of danger. But yeah, come back to us, Nidhogg gunship. I wish to say hi to you. I have candy for you. If you don't move, I'll give you candy. They need to add a gimme option when they're just VTOL chilling on me. Absolutely not. Yes, exactly. See, Nightmare 40K's got it. Absolutely not. Which, by the way, if you have been enjoying the stream so far, make sure you go and click the follow button if you want to follow Elite a little bit more aggressively, and if you want to have access to our little emotes, which you can see both down below and showing up in the chat. Mostly they're urban mechs, which are really cute and adorable. Then, hey, maybe subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription that you can put towards anything you want. And if you want to support the channel in another way, just check all the links down below. You can see them. Various things, such as our YouTube channel and that kind of thing, which is kind of where we started. YouTube is actually like literally where we started. I was very resistant to move on to Twitch until Sprog was like, you should move on to Twitch. And I was like, I don't want to move on to, and then he was very persuasive. All right, completely taken care of and annihilated. Victory has been done. Like this bit here is the Jefferson, right? I mean, yeah, she should be coming in and just zip through in an annihilated way. The notification worked for once. Oh, that's neat. So the notification actually works. See, you have heard it here first. Rekgar received the notifications. So Twitch notifications do in fact work. Alright, so we managed to kill basically everybody. Didn't take too much damage. Drop bear got a little bit dented on the one shoulder. The Hyperscated, not much damage at all. Lego, I think, came through that one without so much as being touched. So we've got that moving forward. We have been disputed salvage. They want to take away all our Catapult Mark IIIs and give us 3 XL engines, a 2A radio fusion core. Really, this is pretty terrible. Who was this for? Does anybody remember who? I think we were working for the normal planetary government. So I think we can just accept, because it's 3 partials. I'll lose 2 rep. 2 rep is not a big deal. I refuse. I refuse, sir. No. Because I may want your catapult parts. These are probably the only valuable things here. We actually did get all 4 parts. That's pretty impressive. Tortuga? Oh, all right, yeah, definitely a good dispute then if we're just talking to Tortuga. Where is that Jaeger mech? Yeah, we beat the ever-living crap out of it. Just exploded and died from the ammunition. A whole ton of AMS Mark IIs, which always come off the Nidhogs because they're packing 2 each, which is ridiculous. Hey, it's that heavy PPC for the pirates. We may take that. Integrated laser AMS is also really cool. Its requirements are a little bit onerous because you need to have a support slot in a center torso, which is not exactly common. We don't have AMS. This is true, but we don't really need AMS, do we? Do we really need it? A whole bunch of rotary AC cannons for risk a small improved heavy laser. Unfortunately, they're only smalls. If they were larges, I would be just so giddy right now. Whole bunch of cockpit basics, couple of cores, XLs we don't want. The reason why we said no is XLs are useless to us. Clan XLs useful, but normal, no, not so much. Whole bunch of heatsinks. Heavy ferro, which is always nice, but we have one, so I'm not in desperate need of it. Only a patchwork material tier 1, which is only 0.2 tons, so it's not a big deal. Sensor trackers are fantastic. Double ammo for AMSs. All right, so let me ask you this question. Advanced AMS or catapult? See, that's the question. I'll feel the basic cockpits. You know, the basic cockpits, they just kind of speak to you. We have AMS ammo? Yeah, but it's double ammo, which we don't have any double ammo. And double ammo comes with 25% additional shots, which is pretty good. So DreamMag, he's all about that catapult. I think we have enough catapult parts to build another catapult if we do this, which would be pretty nice. Because there's laser AMS? Well, it's not a laser AMS, it's an integrated laser AMS. So it will take an armor slot, which is, weight saving, but it'll also require us to have a center torso slot for a support system. It makes it a little bit harder to actually put on the mech, but yeah, we could do it. I'll swap the 1. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll swap the 1, we'll take the integrated laser AMS as a compromise so that we all get the cool stuff, and we'll lock that down. So we did not get any additional catapult parts, which is a little bit depressing. We did get the heavy pirate PPC, so that's good. It has no drop-off, deals 80 damage, and we already had one, so now we have 2. Oh boy. What about the double AMS ammo? Nah, we're fine. Didn't get any of the normal AMS, but we did get 2 tons of the double AMS ammo. So it is ours. Oh, that's lovely. So we have 2 more tons of the double AMS ammo, which is great. Oh, the lag is real? Alright, so that works out pretty good. The heavy PPC I'm especially happy about because it's one of the few PPCs apparently that is actually good according to this probe. Yeah, Monkey Sports. PPC might be useful. Yes, that is the one you liked. It was the pirate heavy one with the integrated thingamabob. What's the whatchamacallit? Capacitor. No, you liked the risk one because the risk one had no drop off. Right, that's how that works. So, it still is 80 damage for 11 tons. It's not amazing, but we might be able to find some use for it. We have 2 of them, so I might be able to build like a Warhammer or something. I wonder what mech I have 22 tons worth of ammunition, and then enough heat sinks. I would need 6. So we'd be looking at about 28 tons. Yeah, we can actually do that. 28 tons would allow us to field both of those PPCs with their capacitors for a 4 increase in heat per. 29 tons would allow us to be heat neutral, but who needs to be heat neutral? Just a thought, the catapult in the mech bay could get a new drop bearer since it's got an upgraded version of the heavy MROs. That is a thought. That is indeed a thought. 39,000 for the next 5 days. Nice, cheap, and relatively easy repair times. And we do have a couple more missions on this planet that we would like to take. There are some for Jade Falcon that I kind of want to grab just because, the payout is pretty good. Let's see, Arctic Cheetah for 1 day is fine, but the longest one is going to be the Viper, of course, and then we'll just blitz through those repairs without too much time at all. Let's go check that mech bay, though, see if we actually managed to build it with his PPC. I can't see that, but we built it. All right, folks, Catapult R2 or Catapult R3? Right. In terms of hardpoints, the R2 is the one that has MRMs, so we could build this one in the hopes that we get more MRM ammunition. This is the one with the ballistic slot? Yeah, the 10 ballistic, so this is the ballistic one. DreamMag, he's all about that R2. He wants them heavy MRM potentials on the ammunition. R2 is a rocket boat? We have an R2, actually. It's this one. It's a rocket boat without enough ammunition. So we have a whole ton of missile launchers. We put in a pair of heavy MRM-30s on it, and we are short, 3 tons of ammunition at the moment? So we're looking to try and build it. Fairly solid design, actually. This is basically the standard one that we just ended up putting in a couple more interesting pieces of kit into. So I'm kind of looking forward to. But yeah, the R2 is the one that has the racks on it, although it will be more expensive to build because we have fewer parts. Rekgar wants ballistics. We have one for ballistics and one for missiles. Do you have the funds to make the R3? That's actually a good question. Do we even have the funds to make it? If we were to ready it. Oh, it's cheap. It's free. Oh, no, it's not. It's very much not. We would need 3.2 million C-bills in order to build it if we wanted to build the R3. We would need 2 million C-bills if we wanted to build the R2. So it's not even in the line to be built. All right, let's get rid of some stuff that we're not going to buy. Any 40 tonners that we managed to pick up? Just want to see if we can get... we got a Phoenix Hawk. It's a Royal Phoenix Hawk. That's why this thing has stayed in here. Royal Phoenix Hawks we're not getting rid of. An Enforcer, we don't really need an Enforcer. It's just a normal... Oh, no, it's a Clan Tech Enforcer. It's a 2C shoot. You're a Shadowcat, which I'm definitely keeping. I kind of want to keep the Falling Debris Hunchback, but I'm not going to because it's worth 113,000. The Stormcrow keeping, absolutely. 2C Crab. Vapor Eagle keeping because it's clan. The Valkyraja is not a clan mech? Oh, but it's Active Shield and Vibro Dagger. Right, keeping that for that. Stormcrow B, we're keeping because Stormcrow. Dervish, we're keeping because I want, but we've only got the one part, get rid of it. So 10 ballistic statues load up on AC2s and armor. Yeah, we are going to be taking cash missions in. I just want to get rid of all my non-clan mechs. Or also non-royals. The Cronus we can get rid of. We don't actually need it. Another Dervish, get rid of, as much as I like this mech. Could actually get us in the cash range in order to do this, I think. Sell that as well. So if we wanted to build an R3, we might actually have enough cash to do it. But probably sounds like we want the R2, sounds like. Sell MG, add the usual AC guns. Yeah, Pyro PPCs are terrible. So we're going to need to get a little bit of cash. Does Royal mean anything? Royals will have Star League double heatsink kits, which means that they sink even more heat than usual. They have like a 5% buff to it or more. I think it's like a 10 or 15% on the Royal buff. So it'll be fairly fascinating if we actually manage to build it. And we have enough Phoenix Hawk parts to do it. I mean, we've got 4. So kind of have some hope for it. That's kind of my goal. If we just run into a Phoenix Hawk, we kill it, we grab it, we got it. So yeah, Royals are cool. But we're going to need 3 million C-bills. There is a million C-bill mission that we are going to be taking in the very near future, as in probably now, because we want that mech, and that's a really cool mech. All of our pilots are good. All of our mechs are fixed. Sell some components too. You probably have a ton of things you'll never use. It doesn't quite look that way. Not good as risk stuff, but costs cheaper to repair. So we're going to check out our mech wares. By now, we should be able to get another gunner upgrade on Apollo. Yes, finally. He has a plus 16% base weapon to hit versus his 14, so plus 2%. And he gains Warlord. Maybe he will actually be able to hit the broadside of a barn. Check store. Unfortunately, we are not aligned with a faction yet, so the store is terrible. Coach, you can grab the sprint bonus because the sprint bonus is huge. 10% additional speed is great. Welcome back, Big Rick. We have just completed mission. We can build a brand new catapult Mark III. Unfortunately, we don't have the cash for it. Oh, good. Jester is finally here. Jester could go Ghost Mech. Just in order to have somebody with Ghost Mech. So you would be... Jester tries to drop her, doesn't he? Check other people while we're doing this. Hey, Punisher's finally leveling up. We could grab him a level of Guts, which gives him health, or... Yeah, the 30 sensor and the reduced evasion. Yeah, we're giving that. Watch out. Fool Apollo might be okay shooting him. Not Ghost Mech so bad. It's not terrible. At least not according to LA. She keeps trying to tell everybody, no, use Ghost Mech. It's not awful. First of all, it gives us our next +1 evasion on normal stuff. And we get less stability damage, which is, yeah, plus 5% more stability damage taken. And also, we get a flat 2 increase to the evasion as well. So if you're in a fast mech, this thing is fantastic. And a minus 50% signature and visibility. So it just becomes hard to hit. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning a little bit more into the base weapon hit, just because accuracy. I'll throw somebody else on it. Exodus does drive the dropper? Okay. So then we don't need to bother with it. Alright, let's go grab a mission. We need some kish, and we need a new. So, Jade Falcon currently offering a lot of missions. Clan Barak, not so much up here. They don't like us. Middle management assassination for 1 of 5. I'm going to go full money on this one, because even if I did this one, it would give me 3 random, 3 random. It takes me up until this point where I get anything. Check store for what? The store's not going to get us anything good. Because we're not aligned with a faction, so we don't have a faction shop. So there's nothing in the store. Endosteel, some engines, and heat sinks. A supercharger, in case you're feeling especially aggressive. And it'll all be there when it comes back, because, again, we're not aligned with the faction yet. We're working on that. So yeah, let's go grab that assassination mission for money. Assassination missions tend to go a little bit rough, but it is only a middle management, and if we get lucky, we might be able to kill this person and get on out of here. So we're going to take it for all the kish, because there's just not enough random salvage out here. 1 of 5 is just terrible. So we'll work for the planetary government. SRM Inferno mission after the... we might. I mean, I don't think we need it, do we? I'll double check later on. Yeah, Cougar Prime. Also grab the Arctic Cheetah, Cicada. I'll swap these two around. As well as the Lego. Although the Lego's not exactly fast, it might be hard to just make a quick getaway. Cougar can go to there. Arclight was driving the Hyper Cicada. We had Cooch in the Arctic Cheetah, and then... yeah, Exis is in there. And then, of course, Eck bracking up in the Lego. Were they like that? Well, they're the exact same pilot anyway. We may as well lock it down. Listen, kill SRM ammo. The problem with listen, kill SRM ammo is it's even more vulnerable to AMS than normal SRM ammo. So sure, you can get it and you'll have a 5%, I think it's 5 or like 7% increase in accuracy, but then more of your missiles get shot down if they have defenses, which we're starting to get into that realm where defenses are king. So Inferno SRMs, you never have enough. But no, I really don't think we have a lot of it. We'll double check, although plasma rifles, if I can get more plasma guns, that would be where we want to go into. Coach was driving Lego? Well, Eck gets to drive Lego for a little while. He's going to experience the joys and fun that is the Lego cockpit with all the cool gear on board. Although Lego is eventually going to be going bye-bye. Like when we slot in our next mech, that bumps Lego out of commission. So yeah, we don't have a silver bullet Gauss rifle carrying mech to be the replacement for Lego. And also there's no imp in game just yet, so there's none of that. Going for cash, time for mission control, fire up some SLDF max. Very likely yes. We took it for cash. That's what's going to happen. You don't only bring it less than kill ammo, you swap with normal with theoretic ammo. Hello, Otter. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one. Hope you're having a fine evening with the rest of us here. Or, you know, morning as the case may be. Someone here is currently watching at midnight, or actually it's probably 1 o'clock by now. And others coming from Australia. We can't replace Lego. You can already replace Lego with a catapult. The catapult is an omni-mech. Yeah, but the catapult, we need enough ammunition to replace it with. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you mean to swap out and put the gun on there? Yeah, we could do that, but that'd be pretty terrible. I wouldn't want to. It's 3 p.m. Ooh, so you're California. And I agree with the upside. I agree with the upside down man. We really can't. Yeah, that is. So I'm just gonna have to sort of keep it there in the background for the rest of the playthrough. It will never get sold and just sit there. But to be fair, it's only worth like 200,000 Seabills or something like that. So it's not the worst thing in the world to get rid of. Let's drop down and have a little bit of fun on this one. Back to the Tundra, where all of our weapons are super awesome. Did we drop right next to him, or is it a trip? It's a trip. And it's a trip where we're going to have to fight through everybody before we get to the actual target, right? Yeah. Not the worst thing in the world, because I do believe we will get a cash bonus if we kill everybody, but I suppose if we make 2 million Seabills on this, it might be worth it. It will put us in range to buy whichever one. So we need to start keeping track of a bit of a poll. Do we build the Ballistic Catapult Mark III or the Missile-Armed Catapult Mark III? Both are interesting options. Both provide some really cool stuff, and either can be built. It's just a matter of a difference of about 1 million Seabills, depending on which one we want to actually design. You really can't ditch it at this point. Bet you Lego's going to occupy a support slot in an assault mech. Ronan will never level up. Ronan will level up eventually. I'll get around to her, I swear. Just keep the pressure moving forward.
Got it.
You have to bring it on every mission forever. We can't do that. We're going to eventually get to a point where I'm not going to put Lego in that sort of harm's way. There's too much danger for it, but we will probably keep it sort of in the side. Cyber Cicada, unfortunately moving slow because it did not register the click on sprint. The Nova. Hilarious enough, Nova in Spanish means no go. So yeah, apparently that's how that works. That was always one of the jokes that they used to tell us in during we were doing international communications, which was one of the things I studied when I was at college, and we were learning about all the gaffes that different companies would make and why they couldn't sell this car or why this particular promotion seemed really, really dumb, and they missed some sort of cultural component. So if you try and sell a car called the Nova in a Spanish-speaking country, it's not a good idea. It's just not going to end well for you.
Acknowledged.
That would be Raza Ghost. Wait, what happened to Raza? Anyone else wondering if there's a plus Oscar the Grouch in Lego? Rock about it is. Then you're done with it. When you're done, this is going to be the end. Oh, is it going to be the end of the month? I hope not. We're going to have to do a little bit more selling stuff. But then again, it's all about the fun. So whichever would be more fun is really kind of the thing. We're not necessarily doing everything based on purely optimal strategies. If we were, then, well, we wouldn't field the Lego ever, because I can put other things in its slot pretty effectively. That's why Colgate isn't sold as Colgate in Latin countries. Colgate is the command form of you hang yourself. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I don't remember that story, but yeah, that sounds pretty perfect. Colgate. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see. Green hats in China, don't sell them because it means something very negative in not PG-13 land. And don't sell cars called Nova, and apparently don't try and sell anything called Colgate, because now you've run into a bit of a problem with Colgate. To go hang yourself. So Viper doing a little bit of wide scouting. We're actually going to have a really nice position if I can get up on this rim to just dice these guys up. It's a mixing bowl right there. Looks like a drop zone that Sumiray didn't actually see, so we got a little bit lucky on that one. And we'll just continue to swipe on in, get the Cougar on the way as well, so it can hopefully catch on up. And enemy now getting to respond. Not really doing much. They kind of feel pretty comfortable just sitting still. They don't want to put their scouts out or investigate the area because that would be somewhat risky, and they are very averse to risk. After all, we're only going after a middle manager here. It's not like they're going to put themselves out for it. So I wouldn't be too surprised if there was all kinds of ejections. Yeah, 1.5 million seagulls. The 1 of 5 is just the worst salvage. It's so hard to justify. You know what? I'm going to take the 1 of 5. Like, we may run into an assault wreck on this assassination mission, but would it be really good enough? But us convicts don't listen to our British overlords. Alright, continue the pressure. Where are you? There you go. Hey, we've identified the target. We're looking at a Hunter light support tank, 35 tons. Okay, so not too terrible. Nothing super important just yet, and if he comes on over the hill, we should be able to decimate him, assuming, of course, we can actually hit the target. That generally is the problem with these smaller, lighter vehicles. We just need more accuracy in order to actually nail targets. We've also identified a Hunchback 4G, so AC-20, and a Whitworth, which, you know, fairly ignorable. So the Hunchback 4G is actually somewhat dangerous. AC-20s, no matter what, is dangerous. Now, in player hands, the Hunchback 4G in early game is pretty terrible. But in AI hands, the Hunchback 4G is always dangerous because even though it's dead, it doesn't actually cost the AI anything. So yeah, that could be really dicey if we don't kill it soon. Luckily for us, the back armor on a Hunchback is tissue paper. So if we can get behind it, we can just beat the ever-living crap out of it. It's probably not going to give us that shot, though. It is apparently guarding its right side, too, which means it'll be even a harder shot to actually make. But we should be in a good position to just surround and dice. At least that is the plan. Enemy movement. Hunter light support car is not actually going to engage. Oh, he's got LRMs. So a bit of a long-range fire, scattering all over the place. Not able to connect with us. 2 LRM-5s, it looked like. So nice and safe on this one. Anything else they're going to work with? If they've got artillery back here. Actually, is this... Huh. If the drop zone's up here, I'm going to be furious. Because I can't actually get up there. We should capture it, roll that one rate of salvage. The Hunchback kills Bell was terrible. Hey, to be fair, that was an advanced Hunchback. It was a 5-something. So, not just a normal 4G. And like I said, they're not terrible in AI hands, because the AI doesn't care if they lose them. And we got a Warrior helicopter, which is... It's an aggressive helicopter. It's not as good as having run into a Ripper, which has basically 2 medium lasers normally. The Warrior is equipped with, I believe, 2 LRM-5s, but there's also a version of the Warrior that happens to have an AC-2 in the nose. It's not all that effective or dangerous. Apparently, they're supposed to be like Apache gunships, but they're just not. And when you compare raw capabilities, they are just not on that level at all. So we shouldn't have too much trouble absolutely annihilating it. Hypercicada getting so close. We'll be able to break cover in the next round, getting a little bit more sensor data going forward. But I do think the enemy is actually stuck up on top of there, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to actually put on enough pressure to kill anybody. All right, Apollo, it's time to come over the mountain and say hi. Guten Tag. Not great accuracy, really good accuracy, not good accuracy. We're going to go for the really good one. You know what? Let's Warlord this. Your first chance using Warlord on a okay-ish shot. All 3 hits. Is this Apollo turning over a new leaf? I'd like to know... I like how you know the loadouts of all the VTOLs as someone who doesn't... I just assume they have fancy tags. A lot of them do, but the only reason I know the loadout of the VTOL... Yeah, it's 2 ballistic. Well, that's gotta be a machine gun and, maybe just 2 machine guns? That would be really odd, but... Yeah, the normal Warrior VTOL is, I believe, just a couple of LRMs. Plasma cannon over on you would actually be really efficient. Actually, no, on you. Kill him. You missed by 25%. No. No, that would have been amazing. And to be fair, there's a lot of VTOLs I actually don't know. It's just because I tried to build a company using warriors once, and it just did not work out until I ended up stripping out most of their equipment and changing how they were actually designed. Turned them into much more close-range brawlers. I basically moved over to SRMs as a primary source of armament. But that is a very risky proposition. You get too close, you get killed. The AC-2 is actually really safe because you can stay at maximum range and just continually blink because you put on like a ton or two of ammo, and it's amazing. All right, here comes the 4G. How will his response be? He will not fire his AC-20. Not sure why. Do you see anybody else? He decided not to shoot. Crazy. He is so much fun to use against tanks. It is. The ability to just take control of a target is just so much fun with that. Because it's like, hi, I'm just going to boil you. Just completely and totally. Goodbye. It makes tanks less difficult to deal with. Because tanks used to be just... They're so frustrated to kill because it's like you can't hit them, can't make them unstable, you can't punch on them or stomp on them because it doesn't deal any damage anymore. 25% jam chance. Yeah, but it only jams after firing. But now that we've got mechs that basically use a ton of heat, we have a much greater control over it. He thinks his AC-20 is too good for you. He only needs the medium lasers. So is the enemy going to respond soon? Oh yes, they're gonna, I think that's the Whitworth, just blasting the Viper fairly accurately at that, so that is somewhat concerning. Yeah, it was the Whitworth. Although the Whitworth stayed standing still. Is it stuck? That is a patas. I think it might be stuck. So if that's the case, it'd be fairly easy to actually annihilate. So the Hunchback is next target. A whole bunch of LRMs, but not able to connect. The Viper being exceptionally evasive and aggressive in this one, and can also bounce out of any sort of minefield that it may find itself into, as the enemy cycles through all of their lower level initiative people. Although eventually, if there happens to be like a heavy mech with really good direct fire long range weapons, that mesa up there would be really, really painful to have to deal with. Alright, let's get on up here with the drop air. Decent accuracy, even better accuracy, and also really good accuracy. We're going to shoot down the warrior, just because I don't want to have to deal with a VTOL zipping on all over the place. And there he goes, completely annihilated with the effectiveness of all the MRMs we have. And didn't show the actual list of things. I'm a little disappointed. Okay, so next we should be able to zip on right behind. I can, if I'm only to show my back to the Whitworth. Oh, actually, no, that's not behind. Close, but no cigar. How about if he bounced? Aha, if he bounces, he has no trouble whatsoever. So we'll get right on in here. And this is a back shot. It is indeed a back shot. So this will increase our heat rather considerably. But hey, live a little. Fire everything. Okay, that was not so good. He managed to miss with 2 of his 3 weapons. It wasn't a great accuracy shot anyway, but I was kind of hoping to save on a little bit of firepower that other people are now going to have to commit into trying to kill this man. Get the Nova forward in order to get all of our electronic countermeasure to protect ourselves just a little bit better. Eck, where are you, Eck? Oh yeah, quite far back. So it's going to take him a little while. Oh, not that long. Next turn, he should actually be over the hill. I don't know if anybody will be left by that point. Well, they will be, but I can dream. Hyper Cicada, I don't think you can get behind the target. No, you cannot. In fact, you can't even jump over the target, so that's going to make life just a little more difficult. But you can come over here to the side of the target and take aim at you or you. The Hunchback is actually vulnerable on this side, but I'd like to annihilate somebody. Could fully destroy this thing entirely. But I am worried about your cannon. Looks like only 1 or so managed to actually hit, so not all that great. Well, the higher forces just slowly trickling in. It's Apollo, what did you expect? To be able to hit the parts of a bar. Rear attack coming in from the missiles, quite accurate at that. Despite our jump and our electronic countermeasures, somebody has the number on him. Well, we're trickling in because we can only move 1 at a time. It's not like we can just mass force everybody on target. It takes us time to move. Shoot at him. I think Apollo got shot. Also, the Hunchback is feeling a little bit stressed. Where is Apollo? There he is. Jesus, guys. I know it's not all that cool to have him, but just don't... We're trying to keep people intact and alive here. That was a little ridiculous. Yeah, I get it. We rag on Apollo a lot, but you know what, guys? Just chill. Just chill. Because if Apollo dies, none of you are getting your no-claims bonus. We took this one for all money, which means any damage is stuff that we're not making in money. So let's then have Punisher come up. Punisher's not actually going to be in range, but we did manage to take out the little crit factory that we're dealing with over there. So I just have to hope that the Hunchback can actually hit the broadside of a barn, because we did jump rather aggressively. Couple of medium lasers over towards the drop area, not able to connect all that efficiency, which is lovely. Sprogue has a dream that one day, slowly typing, very slowly, more fire at the Viper, and scatter damage hitting everybody. So the Viper feeling a little bit unsteady. Never expect Apollo to hit anything except his foot. Well, he didn't shoot himself, to be fair. Other people did that for him. Phase 15, come on, Hunchi. Oh, he's on 13. We got a lot of incoming fire. More accurate fire on the Viper. It's getting rather painful at this point. So I flew quite far, and now you're being accurate. I mean, that's not fair. Derek will start sending his clan mechs into melee range. It has a snub-nosed PPC. What are you expecting? Oh, that was pain. Hyper Cicada just taking a bad hit on the torso. So, yeah, that was ugly. So this is why you can never quite count them out. Oh, actually, it wasn't on the torso, it was just on the arm. Okay. Through armor criticals, apparently? Didn't actually destroy anything important, but still. That is not the sort of pain that we want to have to deal with. Can I get in behind you? Not quite. You know, in that case, since the Whitworth isn't moving and I suspect that he's stuck, I will commit the drop bear to utterly annihilating you. Oh, hi. Hi, buddies. What are you? Where are you? There you are. We are dealing with a Marshal, 55 ton. A Laos Flea, so once again, Glass's mech has arrived, and a Preta Pirate PX 45 ton. The Preta, I believe, is our primary target, so we're going to need some pretty significant amounts of firepower. Anyway, let's go kill a Whitworth. Oh, just drill, baby, drill. There goes his left arm. That's his torso. It's gone. Just belonged to gone. He'll feel that in the back way. Actually, that's still bad. Snowblast has a range half a kilometer before it starts releasing damage. Not so much. Not as much as you'd think. So you get a free shot. Right into his back. Come on, kill him. Vengeance on the Cicada. You can do it. He did not. He managed to blow up most of the AC-20 ammo and got the knockdown, which panicked the pilot, but it did not kill the Hunchback. Unfortunate. So he's now down to 4 initiative, and we're going to start heading on over. I do need to protect my right side, so I'm going to turn like so. So I'm preventing my left side in order to hopefully keep us all alive. At some point, the Hyper Cicada is not feeling well, quite obviously, and could shoot at, well, any one of these targets up here. We're not going to because we need to chill out. I think we lost a heat sink or something like that, so that's going to be a little bit ugly. But give me a turnaround shot right there. Give me some damage reduction so I can take a little bit more damage without too much trouble. And I think we just want to drill, baby, drill. I will shut off one of my large lasers. Both of my large lasers. Maybe I shouldn't be standing here, because now I'm in the way of other people trying to kill. The Artichita, however, could just, you know, move up in here and light it all on fire. Hi, buddy. I understand you're having a bit of a bad day. Allow me to warm your heart. Maybe that was too hot. Blade armor. I always wondered why Yang keeps putting arms back on anyway. A blade of armor. Good answer. I like it a lot. Alright, let's walk on over here, see if we can't get a little bit of fire up top. Some accuracy. We cannot. 4%, I'm going to shoot. Missed by 77%. Ablative spoilers, even. Alright, Punisher is probably never actually going to get a shot on this one, because Punisher is equipped with a rotary AC-5, which has good range, but not like that range until we get much, much closer. We're going to have to take a little while to actually get into target, or into range of the target where it can actually kill anything. Silver Bolt Gauss, I also think, might be a little bit shorter range than normal Gauss rifle, but don't hold me to that, because that may not actually be the facts. The Nova will also move in. He is designed for this long-range sniping game, except he will not actually be in range to shoot anybody until next turn, where we will, of course, walk him for the additional accuracy, because you're standing exposed on top of a Mason. However, you do get the high ground bonus. Missed. Actually, they're still hitting me because they're scatter missiles of some description, which is not all that painful to the drop bear, but it is something we want to keep in mind. So we lost target on this. I do want to just snipe out the last flea. Drop bear taking even more hits. Now, ooh, that was a penetrator.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
So that is a lot more damage than I had planned for. What are you? What? Wait, what? What was that? I'm going to double check on that one because that looked weird. Oh, I can't see it. It's invisible to us. Alright, Exodus. How bad is... Oh, he's got tandem SRMs. The jerk. I hate tandem SRMs so much. So the way Snub-Nose PPC works, you don't really need to worry about the damage fall off unless you're literally at max range or one tile short of the max. Well, it also gives me an accuracy bonus. Geothermal, no thank you. Let's get the drop bear in here just to take a peek, see exactly what I'm dealing with. So I only see the Laos Flea, the Marshal, and the unknown mech, which looked like it was a lamb. Do I fire the MRM improved? I do not, but I will fire my twin medium lasers.
Confirmed.
Bloop, bloop. Didn't expect it to actually hit anything. This is why we need AMS. When we get another mech that can match the role, we'll think about adding in AMS. So let's get sprinting on in here. Do I have a line of sight? I have a line of sight on one target. That should be good. ECM, rough terrain, 5% accuracy. Fire the one.
Acknowledged.
Misses by 13%. And Apollo needs the accuracy bonus. TGATs. Oh, that's why Orion was far. You don't get any accuracy for being point blank than being 216 meters. You get an accuracy bonus for being fairly close because of the sensor visibility stuff, the way that works. So need to guard my right, so show my left.
Roger. Double time.
And hey, it's a 7% chance. Here, Spoke says this will work. It missed by 59%. This is Apollo we're dealing with, Spoke. He is not particularly good at, well, anything. We'll see if we can't get the bomber bird on in. It will get a little bit closer, but I doubt the accuracy is going to be anything to write home about just because of the way that it's worked so far. Yeah, 4%. We're going to wait for it. I don't see you running Apollo's campaign now, do you? So we'll continue to rush on forward. We're going to have to pass through the geothermal. Not the worst thing in the world because it's not exactly the hottest mech in the world. Okay, it is a fairly hot mech. But we'll be able to do this next turn. Punisher's Cougar, again, probably not actually ever going to get in range. Well, might, potentially. It'll be interesting to see what we can actually manage to pull off with it. Just because the amount of fire they can put out. For once, it's actually not going to run out of ammunition. Gotta figure out a place to put some ammo on that thing. Arctic Cheetah, not exactly a long-range mech by any stretch of the imagination. We'll just come surging on forward. In order to give a little bit of support. Alright, now we can see... Oh, no, we can't. What are you? That's a Bombard. So I've been told the Bombard's normal piece of equipment is Thunderbolts, but I've only ever seen Bombards that have... Gauss rifles, so this ought to be interesting. You do have a target, it's 12%. I'm not going to take the shot because I don't feel like wasting the shot. Look at the glider punching me, can't do close range.
Orders?
Yes, exactly. Now you're all getting it.
Double time.
I mean, the master plan dictates that I help build your community before I steal said community. Yep, Sprogue's plan is to steal my community by playing Dreadnought. And he was actually playing Dreadnought, so was a pretty interesting stream as he showed off some about the game. I don't know if we hit anything or not, but we gave it a shot.
Oh, man.
Oh, don't do that, Sprague. You're going to make me paranoid on things. Alright, let's see how the enemy responds. Just a whole bunch of missiles heading on towards the dropper. Engine crit? What?
Critical hit. That one, I think.
But your torso isn't exposed. How are you getting crits through the armor like that? Okay, we got a pirate PPC. I'll pull him back. Drixum151, thank you for the subscription. Here's hoping Apollo can actually start hitting things. Good luck. He's going to need a lot more subscriptions in order to get his psyche up towards that level. Oh, it's going to be difficult. It might be worth just bombarding the ever-loving crap out of the primary target and see if we can't get out of here. Tandem missiles? Yeah, but they were scatter missiles. So, unless there's a tandem swarm missile, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to hide him, though. See if we can't avoid too much damage. Arclight, yeah, your Hyper Cicada is just going to shoot from here. 10%, sure, why not? The Louse is the best target. Yeah, fine, why not?
I'm on it.
I was so hoping we'd actually manage it. There's tandem LRMs, yeah, but are there tandem swarm LRMs? Because that's what I'm getting hit by. Alright, get him off over to the side for that cover. That'll work. Temperature is a bit of a problem, but we'll take care of it later. Arctic Cheetah can keep on coming on forward. I don't need to actually have a shot on him because we will come jumping up on top of targets soon, potentially. Also, he doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot of damage, per se. Yeah, this looks like a Screamer Lamb, I think. Or maybe it's a Word of Blake thing. Like, this is weird. So we've also got... Oh, please don't tell me. God darn it, it's a Rapier. Oh, the long range is going to take a while. Go to the right side, it's only one hex they... can shoot down. Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Standing by.
And we need to get the Viper moving because if people hit him too much, he will eventually die. His left side towards the enemy. Maximum speed. Hopefully that'll cause them to be unable to touch us. And Lego can keep on moving forward. So get him through the heat because Lego doesn't care about heat generation anyway. And it's a tough little mech. 12%, 17%. Gonna save some ammunition on the Lego because the Lego is not really cut out for extended long-range engagements. Mombird very much is designed for extended long-range engagements. Hi, 2.2. I can't hit anything because of the damn rapier. Hey, we hit the louse, managed to tear off half of his armor. That's great. The bombard looks like it's got some kind of cannon. A little bit messed up with a texture on there too. Jester, where be ye? There you are. Also designed for sustained long-range engagement. See if you can't get a shot. 20% on that louse. Yes, please.
Taking the shot.
Hey, there goes his other arm, I think. So that louse is having a bit of a bad day. It's only a 15-ton flea, so it's not exactly like the biggest, baddest thing on the map. But it is always a good idea to just continue to lay into the enemy in a way with which they will not be able to respond. Good old long-range fight, just lobbing punches at targets you can't really see. Yeah, pretty much. Triple shot. Missed by 1%. 1. That would have been cool. So, can ECCM go up to the bottom of the hill and counter without being in LS? I have no idea, but we are going to find out soon. Oh, there go the chaff and clouds and all kinds of crazy stuff, which hopefully I will be able to reply with accurately. That's the moral support louse. That's one way of putting it. A bombardment and a rapier had a horrible encounter with a bombard. Yeah, I'm not like... You can shoot a flamer from that far away? Accurately? What are you, sir? That is a problem. So a little bit of haywire goes a long way, it looks like. Oh, the rapier came over here. The rapier is now exposed. Okay, I'm very happy I didn't use any of my special abilities because we're now going to focus fire everything we've got on that rapier because if we can kill it, then we can kill everything else. Bombard running away like a coward. Come back here, you coward. Get back here and fight. Marshall going to back up as well. Shoots the Arctic Cheetah. Didn't manage to connect because the Arctic Cheetah is fast and currently not visible. So that helps out quite a bit. What do we currently have? Exodus up first in the drop bear, who will be able to set up the electronic countermeasures. Hopefully this will be sufficient enough in order to actually get through his jamming protection, because I do want to kill him. And that's going to take a lot of firepower. Not even sure that we're going to be able to get within radius. Oh, yeah, we're in range. Right, MRM2 active. The only target worth shooting at is the rapier, so blast everything you got. Some accurate fire. Structures exposed. Oh, I was so hoping that pause for a second was it was about to explode. Bombard took my head off. Yeah, bombards are pretty nasty. There's no real getting around that. You need to sprint in at full speed, full power, and full aggression? Or would that be suicidal? I can't afford to have an obstructed line of sight. That was the good one.
All right.
Right, so it's vulnerable now because, you know, we've come out of hiding. Everything you've got.
Engaging target.
Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. 37 more damage. Heat is critical, but under control.
Can't take much more of this.
Apollo. Later. Arctic Cheetah. Can you do this? Do you believe in love, Arctic Cheetah? Hopefully you do. Oh, there's so much damage on it. Light him on fire from below. Oh, that's a good plasma hit. And all the fire. Lots of heat, but he's not dead.
I hear you.
Come on, T-Bone. T-Bone, do you have a target? You do have a target without running. That should be a range bracket right there. Not you. Oh, no good shot. Oh, he got it! He got it with the Gauss rifle! Good shooting, Tex. All right. Managed to annihilate that, so we've dealt with most of it. There's still some jamming going on from the primary target, but that was good. So now we've reduced the jamming fairly considerably. So that ought to help. The better question is if you place gravity, firing a flamer at high angles is a bad idea. He can handle it. He's confident. He thinks he can take it. Rush on forward, geothermal. And yeah, I doubt this will hit, but did that hit?
Primary target damage, Commander.
Well now, I think we all owe Apollo a bit of an apology. Because that was golden. PPC headshot on the last target. Well, not even the last target. There were 3 other targets to have to kill. Good job, Apollo. Okay, he deserved and earned that good job. He managed to make it work. So 1.6 million C-bills because we made an additional 25% cost increase for destroying the supporting enemy forces. See, it worked. It did indeed. It very much worked. Drop Bear needs big repairs. The Viper needs big repairs. The Hyper Cicada is missing an arm. But yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it, Brick? Our random part with those light PPC CAPP. So interesting. Nothing too terrifying. I'm not sure what the Preta is. I think it's a lamb. Whichever they are. Snubs need to be point blank. They normally do. He had like an 11% chance to make that shot. And he just, he golden-eyed it. That was gorgeous. I cannot knock him for that sort of accuracy. That was fantastic. Although for the rest of it, ignore terrible bullet. Hello, Invader1250. Welcome to the stream. Glad you joined us. He actually hit something. He headshot it. He actually got a headshot, which is gosh darn near a miracle. I'm not even really sure how to describe it other than anything else. A miracle has occurred to keep us from throwing him in, well, it can't be the airlock because he has to sign the checks. That's the important bit. If he's dead, no check signing. No check signing, none of us get paid. No scope assassinate target. Yes. I'm on a polished stick. He misses so much that you come to expect it, and the one time he makes a lucky shot, not a skillful one, we all love him. See, that's how you manage expectations. If everybody thinks that you're only capable of a C, every so often when you pull out the A, you get all the credit in the world. Jade Falcon kicking some butt, Kurita fighting Rosselhog, and somebody, Chainlane, taking Star's End from Steiner. Alright, so 84,000 for the next 6 days is not a terrible repair cost. We can manage that. Also not all that long. So that should be a fairly quick repair time, especially because we didn't lose anything when we lost the shoulder off of the hyperscaler. That's going to be a 3-day repair. So yeah, we're looking at 4 days in total. Not bad. 13 days before the end of the month, we are good. Okay, folks, now comes a moment of truth, and I need you to type fast. Do we build ballistic catapult or missile catapult? Now needs to be the question. Now is the time. Ballistic catapult is more expensive. Missile catapult, we already have one. So, I'm going to quickly check through in the base. Energy is not an option, Invader. Able with the ballistic. Dream Mag wants the missile. Sprog, there's no energy. It's one or the other. They do the same bloody thing. And while I go through that, we're just going to see if there's anything to sell. The Phoenix Hawk Royals we keep. The heavies. Rack 5 catapult is more ballistic. Oh, lots of the boom boom. Ghost Lizard's like, hey, just build an R3 with a Gauss. We could just build the R3 with a Gauss, couldn't we? Where are the hard points on that? That is the question. All right, let's see. So we have energy, which ain't an option. Ballistic, rocket, energy again, which is not an option. Ballistic, and Rekar is ballistic. A-Bubble's ballistic. Otter is DACA. And Ghost wants R3 with a Gauss. So I think the R2 has managed to win rather handily. So let's see how expensive this is. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Whoops. My mistake. Oh, it doesn't matter. I screwed up. Damn it. I wanted the ballistic one because the ballistic one has the cool arms. Oh, damn it. I clicked the wrong one. Muffet, indeed. I deserve that. On the bright side, we saved 2 heavy MRMs. None of the bloody ammo, but we saved both MRMs. Screw you, game. Seriously? Seriously? Oh, now I got 2 of these damn things. Can't do either of them. How are you? Have you watched your channel? Well, thank you, Bobo. I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're doing well. A reporter for false advertising. Yeah, both MRMs survived that one. But no bloody ammunition. So, I need ammunition on this damn thing. Right, so we could still build a ballistic one. Yes, a built-in radical heatsink kit. So if I just pulled all this crap off of here, we're looking at 25-ish tons, 26.6 tons. Max armor there, we're 25.4. RogueTech Clan Invasion, best one for me so far. Great job, I'm about to design a unique overlay for the stream. Oh, thank you, that'd be cool. Alright, so we need to take a look because I did say it was going to be ballistic, so it's gosh darn going to be ballistic. So we just need to figure out what kind of ballistic. We, of course, have Gauss rifles. We could throw on twin clan Gauss rifles and have some tonnage for other things. Yeah, we could have ammo, Gauss. Give me the Gauss. Give me the Gauss, man. We don't have Gauss ammo. Are you bloody kidding me? Oh, absolute scams? Okay. Alright, so twin Gauss rifles would be pretty fun. But I don't think we want to lean in that direction, mainly because I don't have the ammunition for it. We'd be building yet another mech that does not have ammunition. It's integrated laser AMS. If we do that, we lose our center torso armor. So, AMS. Watch. See? Becomes our center torso. Although, do we have armor in there? Oh, we don't. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. Takes up all of our center torso slots, but that will give us some AMS. What does Fire Control System Risk do? The Fire Control System Risk gives us a free breaching shot, provides +1 pips evasion ignored, and provides a basic fire control system for the rest of the unit. So, breaching shot, +1 evasion ignore. Just vanilla, why not? Yeah, do I have clan LRMs? Because clan LRMs might be a good idea. The heatsink kit, the radical heatsink kit I cannot remove. It is stuck in here. It is a double heatsink kit that when it gets to a high enough level will activate a super flush mode, which will get rid of an additional 20 heat per turn, but it's a 5% failure on activation, which, you know, could break it. Yeah, I know. It's angering me so much that all of the MRM ammunition disappeared. Oh, you have no idea how irritated I am. It would have been worth the cash. So worth the cash in order to get the other version, because ballistics would be interesting. Right, so I don't really have much else aside from 3 MML-10s, which is not enough to be symmetrical, and that would bug the hell out of me. Laser boat, maybe racks. Do I have a rack? That's the problem. I have a rack 10 pirate, which we could gram in there, an Ultra AC 10. I don't think I have ammunition for it. Don't have enough racks of any one group to build multiple. 2 LRM 15s. Yeah, we could do that. We'd have a lot of tonnage left over. So if we were to build in that direction, LRM 15, LRM 15 for nice lightweight. We still got 19 tons. Of course, we're going to need some tonnage for the the ammunition that we bring to the table. So let's just game that out for a moment. Show me long-range missiles. Unfortunately, we can't bring Artemis unless we want to change out the target computer. Plus, we only got the one. Could go incendiary. Whoosh. Let's see. This will be 240 rounds if I do that, which 240 to, well, 24 divided by 3 is 8. I need 1 more ton. So 1 round of incendiaries, and one of you could go augmented thunder if we really wanted to go ridiculous. We got 2 tons of LRM ammunition. To add 2 MMLs as well. Mine clearance. Better with SRM Inferno. It is. Dream Mag, the store didn't change from last time. Well, there's some Inferno SRMs. That's about it. So if we then added on a couple of additional... Oh, we're in ammunition, duh. LRM, it shows up in SRM too. MML-10, MML-10, still got 10 tons. I think we're adding in a little bit too much weight here, but I could now back this up with some SRM fire, which we will. I think I have enough SRMs for Inferno. If not, we'll go grab that. We got three tons of Inferno SRM ammo. So this would be lasting 5 rounds, lasts 10 rounds. Give me some normal SRM ammo. Check the store, see if there's a dead fire or if we happen to have a tandem, which I don't think we do. So missiles, chaff, MRM, normal ammunition, Infernos, which we're already good with. Could grab about half. Sprout wants these. We'll grab these. This will be 1 of our tons of SRM. Blunt SRM ammo. I'm just doing it at the moment for gameage. Chill. Everybody chill. It's fun. It's meant to be enjoyable. Alright, so I'm just doing it so I can game out the systems, figure out exactly what I'm doing. I'll move ammunition around later when we're fully sort of figuring out what we're going to do. So 3 tons of SRM ammo, 2 of which is Inferno. Dude, how's my heat? 60 for 80, that's a bit toasty at the moment. So I am going to need more LRM ammunition. Don't think I want to grab mine clearance ammo. Yeah, it's interesting, but heals impact area within 40 meters. Additional area of effect damage to 1 primary and secondary targets. High explosives remove mines within a 4 hex radius of impact. Gotta be fired at flying targets. That's the thing that kind of prevents me from doing it. So we will, yeah, we'll definitely do lasers. That is absolutely going to be a thing. Do I want more incendiary ammo? 240. I'm going through 50 rounds per. Jeez, we're gonna need a lot of lasers or a lot of LRMs. So let's give in another 2 tons of LRM ammo. Guys, we're going through 50 rounds, 50 shots per round. A light Gauss rifle? That's 12 tons, man. That's not something we're fitting in here. That's a 12-ton piece of crap right there. The normal clan Gauss rifle is also 12 tons, so that's not fitting. For secondary weapon, light PPC maybe? Let's see. Yeah, the light pirate PPCs are 4 tons. I think it's gonna have to be small lasers maybe? Ooh, that actually... See, tag, of course, because we're gonna want a light tag on this mech. I will put it in the head. That's where it's safe. And then we could go... Micro lasers? Nah. Do I have... ER mediums maybe as a backup? Alright, so let's... I think I'm going to add in a couple of case 2s if I got them. So like so. Incendiary, Inferno, doesn't kill. A lot of Inferno SRMs, 50 Inferno SRMs ought to be really fun. We have a Rack 2, how much is that? Rack 2 is like, I want to say it's 12 tons because of the way that they're doing it. Risk Rack 2 is going to cost you 9 tons. So if we want that, we got to drop something big. Energy is for backup? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, Deadfire? Do I have Deadfire? I don't think I have Deadfire ammunition. No, we got Inferno and Streak and Normal. Not seeing it. No, no Deadfire. So we have 4 tons of LRM ammunition. That's 480 rounds. I need another ton of LRM ammunition. Gosh darn. That is a lot of LRM tonnage. And we're also flushing through 20 of these a turn, which is 5, 10, 15. We have too much. I will remove the standard. Give me a little bit more back. We did have a stream LRM 15. Maybe we can run that. Streak LRM 15? We've only got 1 though. So now you've got to put in Streak LRM ammunition, which does not cross. So at that point, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure because you've got too many weapon systems. If we had 2, sure, it'd be an option, but... Alright, so if we want... Well, we could fit in the rack if we drop, say, the MMLs and the SRM component requirement, but it sounds like we kind of want to move in that direction. Pull off 2 off of here. 3 off of there. Puts us at 5 tons remaining exactly. So I think we have enough ammunition. Spread this out a little bit more. Oh, actually, no, I'm already doubled up. So 5 is 600 rounds? Yes, it's 600 rounds, which means 12 rounds to go through all the LRM ammunition. Narc would be good. Let's see, do we have enough Narc ammo to make it run? We got a Narc. We do not have a Haywire, but we've only got a single ton of ammo, which gives me 10 shots. Sure, where is a Narc launcher? I do want to put on at least a single medium laser just as a backup. Clan Narc is going to cost me 1 ton. So we'll do that. 3 tons of lasers. We're starting to run out of slots, actually, which is pretty funny. Clan Narcs are broken. Oh, that's all we've got. So if Clan Narcs are broken, then there's no point in that. So micro lasers, absolutely not. Chaff countermeasures is a thought, but I don't think so. We have no Thunderbolts. LRMs, we're using the ones that we want. SRMs, this could get ugly pretty quick. File the report, but it does nothing at the moment. Okay. No flamers. We do have enough tonnage for APPC. Do I have enough ammunition for everything? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Case. Do I have case? Aha! I have enough case 2 in order to protect myself. Case over there. And this one also had a case over here. And that gives me 3 more tons, which I can throw back on the RE medium lasers for that additional fire support, which puts 1 ton for an electronic countermeasure system. Show me... Oh no, I need a clan active probe, don't I? Right. For being able to actually see people. Otherwise, we're just going to be blind. Yep. Yeah, Sprog, I saw that just about the same time you put that up. So, do I need anything? I'd like to have an electronic countermeasure. My sensors are... Bonus of 4 to sensor checks. Jeez, that's good. Throw on the active probe to buff that, and that's really not bad at all. Whew. Put a full warfare suite? That's, what, 3 tons? In order to do that... Oh, we've already got an active probe. The warfare suite would be both, so we would need to lose all of our lasers to do that. So if we wanted to, we could do that. That would be just enough. Gives us less sensor bonus, but at the same time gives us more, gives us a defense as well. At least I think it gives us less sensor bonus. Show me a Beagle. The Beagle is plus 25% to sensor range, plus 20% sight range, and counters ECM stealth by 3, bonus to 1. Whereas this is going to be 15 and 20, so we're minus 10 and 5 respectively. Counters ECM by 4 and sensor bonus of 2. Oh, never mind. That's much better. We have so much... We have enough for 12 rounds of shooting. So we have just enough LRM ammunition. Do you have a sheath beacon? I don't think we do. We got a DNI Mark II, which gives us breaching shot. I could give a sensor tracker on board, but we're already getting a huge bonus. Let's see, sensor checks, stacking bonus of 2 only. Put patchwork? I don't think we have patchwork, do we? Oh, we do. We have 0.2 tons of patchwork. I'm not losing 1 LRM ammo. That's going to put us at 8 rounds of shooting with the LRMs. We're going to be relying on these LRMs a lot. And if we run into a longer range mission, we're going to need that. I'm actually thinking we might be okay. Yeah, I think we might actually be okay on this one. The fire control system is going to be breaching shot and 1 evasion ignore. I could do on this one, but it's just +1 accuracy instead. I'm never going to breaching shot though, so we'll go Artemis on this. Artemis 3 in order to give me the additional fire accuracy. Swap 1 to standard SRMs. Well, because we're going to go through these in 5 rounds. So heat is way more powerful. And if we run into that situation where they've got a ton of AMS, we're going to need to flood them with missile fire. Yeah, DreamMag, we got an Artemis 3 in there. So, anything else? Nova, no. DNI cockpit, no. Enhanced imaging for the additional gunnery. That will work out better than guts and tactics. I need to pull this out if I'm going to do that. So right now we're getting guts and tactics and... Oh, it's an armored cowl. Grants a +1 ECM field to everyone in range. Oh, wow, it's a built-in jammer too. That's a lot of stuff to throw into a cockpit. Don't we have Arrow 4 ammo or Artemis 4 ammo? Not enough. We've got like 1 ton. Oh, that's the missile in general. Targeting computer. It's the Artemis 3. So direct fire missiles. So anytime that we actually can see them, we can actually cause a lot of damage. Enhanced imaging, IFF jammer. No, I'm not replacing that cockpit. As much as the enhanced imaging is really good, the fact that this is just everything rolled into one is going to be really good. So I think that'll build us a mech. We're not relying on lasers on this one, trying to find an additional ton. I mean, we could pull off ammunition. I'm not going to do that because I think we need enough ammo. I think we can rely on this a bit. And if worse comes to worse, it's down to kicking. So, Clan XL engine on board, which is great. Omni Dreadnought, which is minus 15% stability. I'm not pulling off ammo. You can go away. If I pull off ammo, it'll be one of the Inferno. Got ECM, so we don't need a Warfare Suite. So the Warfare Suite is going to buff my sensors a lot. So this one is giving us a 4 bonus to ECM and +2 sensor detection. Combine that with my... That's actually higher than the Beagle Active Probe. Lily full armor might be overkill for... It's not going to be fire support, not the way I play it. You know that. I move everybody in. Nobody gets to hang out in the back. No, I'm feeling it. Nova CEWS? What? The Nova is only for energy weapons. Am I missing something? Yeah, I'm not getting that, so... Okay. I do think that's going to be what we're going to sort of end up with. Oh, Nova EWS? Yeah, the Warfare Suite does both. Yeah, the Warfare Suite is a jamming system and a Beagle probe, and it's giving me quite the bonus for it. Need jump jets just in case? Oh, the combined ECM. Yeah, I don't have it. So we can dream of things that we would like to have, but we don't have it. So that's not really a big deal. Right, so I could drop one of these cases down. The problem is that case 2 is really helpful. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. Did I bring the mine clearance ammo? I think I was going to change 1 ton. Yeah, because 4 of them, 4 rounds of LRM ammo. Yeah, that's only just enough. And then the incendiaries for backup. Right. Not gonna... 11 days to build this sucker, and we're going to have some fun with it when we get it all rocking and rolling. So note the Catapult 3 joins the ranks, and I profusely apologize for the fact that it's not the proper R3 one that we were originally going to build, and then I misclicked on it because I thought I was clicking on the right one and just sort of buzzed through all of it. So building another missile one, it'll look much like this. However, this one is designed for a little bit more close-range brawling combat. Did I ever actually get the jump jets on here that I wanted? Yes, I did. This one's going to be flying all over the battlefield. Ought to be fun. Let's roll the clock a little bit because we do need to make a little bit of money. Not too much, though. Nobody needs that much money. Okay, so catapult is currently in the middle of being built. I do think the Cicada is going to need some general normal repairs. It does. They should be free, so take no time. 2 catapults are going to be an insane buddy team AMS. Say goodnight. Unfortunately, I don't think it's an advanced AMS. I think it's just a self AMS. So fix the engines. Oh, 3 more days because the engine got grit. Right, that's right. Nothing else got broken on it, so the Cicada should be back soon. So confirm. Thank you. So 3 more days to chill on out.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Oh, just yeah, floating though. I still think that we're gonna get spanked a little bit by, unfortunately, stop the talk, by the ridiculous protection of the twin AMSs on multiple Nidhogg gunships. Like those just become absolute walls of bullets to shut things down. And it's hard to run them out of ammunition. Oh good, sensor lock. Thank you, Exodus. Alright, so we finally have our first sensor lock pilot. That's great. Jester didn't level up. Punisher is not leveled up. Ronin, I'll get to you later. And T-Bone is good. Alright, so our first sensor lock pilot is going to be great. Let's go take a look at a contract. Let's go see what we can do. We're not going to be able to field all of our cool stuff. Prisoner is an escort. I don't want to do it because it's boring. Defend base is also boring. Turn on the tables is a destroy base, which is interesting. It's 2 skull. Or manufacturing is a capture base for 1.2 million C-bills. What do you think, guys? Do we take one of these for money? We could do either turn the tables or a manufacturing facility, and we take it for all the cash? Or do we take it for all the stuff? Because it is 417 salvage. Now, a 2 skull mission puts us in medium mech territory, which we do kind of still want. I mean, we're still trying to build up our force here. And we could, of course, run into a 3. We're not going to do... Unfortunately, Jade Falcon is asking for a mission that I really don't want to do. Because a 3 skull escort is just going to take 3 bloody months to get done. So, turn the tables for loot. Dream Mag wants the stuff. Dream Mag always wants the stuff. He's a man of my own heart. Oh, 417 priority salvage. We could do some amazing stuff. It is going to piss off Jade Falcon, but you know what? Jade Falcon can on occasion get wrecked. I mean, it's not the biggest of deals. 5 days before we run out of money, though. If I took this mission and made cash on it, I would actually get above the bankruptcy bottom. And, you know, we have a whole bunch of banks and stuff that we got to sell anyway. So that'll be great. It'll work out. It'll all be fine, Sprogue. You can have a good time with it. Hyper Cicada, Cougar, Arctic Cheetah, for the actual knocking down of buildings, and the Lego. At least take 1 level of money. Now we have just enough cash in order to make this work. Also, we can then turn this around and probably get 1 more mission in, assuming we don't take too much damage, and then we can take that one for money. So, Arclight, get in your Hyper Cicada. Coach can go in the Arctic Cheetah, and Ek in there. Exodus having sensor lock is extra great because he's going to be running on forward to be super aggressive the entire time. It's going to be lovely. Need at least 500,000 with drop costs. Maybe we can make that. If nothing else, we will be able to sell parts. And 417 priority salvage, we'll grab a couple of engines on our way through. So we could have a little bit of fun with this one. At least that's the hope. Cross your fingers. Because if we drop down at a good spot and we trash the base and then we kill all the peoples and all the peoples are in really good mechs, then we can sell all their engines and stuff. In fact, ironically, running into a whole bunch of Nidhogg gunships might be the best possible thing because that would give us a whole ton of XL engines and we could sell them. I start selling some of the light mechs that you don't use. Yeah, we'll probably sell the Commando and the training Locust because at the end of the day, they're probably a bit too light to actually use. Because we're starting to move, especially with 2 brand new catapults. One of those catapults we'll actually be able to use. If we get really lucky, we might run into somebody who's packing heavy MRMs or something. Thinking about a sensor lock in the Lego might be a great idea. Make it useful when it's not in range too slow. The problem is I think it's going to get too slow and get left far enough behind that it can't actually catch up to provide the sensor locks. Because by the time it actually gets to the rest of the group to catch up, it's already just has to shoot every single round because it's got great stuff. Did you bring the R2? We did not. The one R2 is currently still being built, and Dream Mag has named it the R2D2, which we may actually rename that to. Actually, no, Disney would sue, so we probably can't do that. But the other one is going to take another like 8 days to build. So that'll be fun once we get it on the field. And that'll be 2 more 55-ton mechs once we finally get both of them up and running. Seriously, heavy MRM ammunition should not be this rare in this galaxy. Come on. Just allow me to do stuff with it, because that's all we're looking for. By the way, if you're new to the stream and you're just sort of chatting and hanging on by, maybe make sure that you hit the follow button. Sort of join us for on all of our grand adventures, and we get to see a cool little animation that pops up right here, and it's lots of fun. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you can look down. There's a subscribe button, which if you have Amazon Prime, it comes to you for free. And if you want to subscribe or if you want to support in other ways, go just check out all of the links down below. There's a YouTube channel, Discords, donation links, all that. Do whatever feels best to you. However, I do think that we may have actually crashed, which would be very unfortunate, because that would require me to reset the entire game, and I really don't want to have to do that, but I may not have much of a choice. We're not dropping down into an urban environment, so it doesn't normally take that long. So we're going to give it a little bit of time and see if we can prepare it. Why R2D2 BR2 catapult? Yep. Nah, give it some time. Stuck is good. Yeah, stuck is good, but permanently stuck is not so good. It makes it a little bit complicated. Do you have a second silver bullet glass? We do not. As much as I'd like to have a second one, we're still sort of searching for it. Eventually, it shall reveal itself, but... Oh, there it goes. Ha! We got through, I think. Maybe. Potentially. Come on, game. I believe in you. Got past its first little problem that was trying to figure out, will it get past the second? As the game unlocks itself, its own little mini-game as it sort of tries to figure out the entirety of life and the meaning thereof. What was I talking about? But yeah, as much as I'd like a second silver bullet gauss, unfortunately we're going to have to like steal it off of a pirate, because it is technically a pirate silver bullet gauss. Ha, works. Which, you know, is fine if you're fighting pirates, but we're fighting Jade Falcon in this one, so Simi Ray.
Just one big iceberg, ain't it?
Did you just... Restart. Good job. Good job, Sumi. Right there, on the edge of a mountain where we can't move. Good job. You totally got fired. Yeah, pinnacle landing and everything to totally screw over the rest of the lands. Come on, darling. You gotta actually do better than that. The switching from 1.62 to 1.7 break saves, it does not. Well, if you're going from the normal to the beta, yes, you can do that. The concern, of course, is that it is beta and beta is beta, and I worry about things breaking. However, if somebody knows just sort of what condition the beta is in, because I'm actually not currently participating, but if it's like super solid, the last time I heard it was having major slowdown effects when you had a lot of ECM bubbles, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, but our company tends to have a lot of ECM bubbles. It becomes a bit of a problem if there's a slowdown related to specifically that issue. Yeah, I think funny emo would be a catapult popping up around a building, like the train in Wrongfully Accused for Surprise. I don't get it. Yeah, so hopefully Sumira will actually put us down in a proper spot this time, instead of, you know, on the edge of a mountain, that we can actually get a little bit of good work going and not nail every single target. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe? It's hard to tell sometimes. It looks good. It is a night map, so that we are going full night drop on this one. And it's the walled-in base. I hate this walled-in base so much. Alright, so there is apparently a force before us, so let's go figure out exactly what's going on. It's the comedy of top quality. Okay. So let's run on forward, see if we can't get a line of sight on anything. Drop bear is peeking. Oh! Hi, boys! It's a Vapor Eagle. I have a lot of parts of it. Ooh, a lot of parts to a Shadowcat, too. And no parts to a Kit Fox, but it's cute that you're around because you were a good friend of ours. So I would love to lay a sensor lock, but I don't think it would be a good idea. What I am going to do is I'm going to shut off the medium lasers to keep the temperature under control, and then just blast you with everything else, because at the end of the day, you are just a Kit Fox, and enough hits to you will actually hurt you quite badly. If only you had some air for artery. Yeah. For that, you're going to have to watch Howl's Heroes campaign, because they bring the Arrow Force. Arctic Cheetah can actually come around here quite aggressively. In fact, this Arctic Cheetah is normally quite chill, isn't it? So 50% normal heat sink might actually be totally doable. Let's do it. Let's be hyper aggressive. Not so great on the Shadowcat, but we can torch the Vapor Eagle a bit, and we shall do so. Oh, I think we managed to hit him with the plasma. Yeah, we hit him with the plasma residue. Hang on, I just seen Stealth X was active. Yeah, it's always active. I don't exactly know how they're like set up on that, but it seems to always be active. You know what? I'm just going to wait with everybody else. We're on top of people, and I've got my scouts forward. So we're going to reserve, let them get on the move. I'm a little bit worried about the Shadowhawk, or the Shadowcat, because the Shadowcat can be quite dangerous. Not so worried about the Kit Fox normally. It is a Kit Fox D, though. Anybody know what the Kit Fox D normally carries? Can't really see in this darkness. We know that this AMS rack is actually a fake. And the Vapor Eagle coming up forward, moving very slightly, and firing a PPC, and then a whole bunch of missiles. Got a head hit on the drop bear already. Oof. That was painful. Wrongfully Accused was a spoof movie with Leslie Nielsen. Oh, okay. Now it's ringing a better bell. All right, so the Mama Bird needs to come on forward. And that's not great accuracy because you're jamming everybody, aren't you? I'm going to run in for close range, or would that be even worse? We're about to find out. Hi, close range accuracy. Oh, 54%. Blitz him. And I think I hit him with a Gauss rifle. In any event, he's very toasty. So we should hopefully be able to get a lot of heat onto him if the Arctic Cheetah moves next. Shift on forward. Give me a direct line of sight with the Cougar. Oh, it's always dangerous to put the Cougar behind anybody. Triple shot. Oh, wow. All 3 shots actually managed to hit, and the target acquired as well. Was that dead fire? 12 damage. Yeah, it's ATMs. Trooper, you can do it. You can do it. And more incoming fire on the drop air. Luckily for us, a less accurate fire, so not able to actually get touched on that one. I do believe that might have been part of the base. Oh, no, we're looking at another mech. And Vapor Eagle Revival, a Kit Fox, and there it is. Oh, it's a Joust. Okay, not all that interested. Lego, time for you to get shotted by a lot of firepower. And I think what I want to do is probably scattergun him. 76 accuracy. Oh, I could scattergun. Or I could go for full penetration on this one. Scatter's going to knock him way off center. Right there, breaching shot ignores the cover, so all of that got through. He is now completely unstable. So much as tapping him is going to knock him over. And we'll have that little bit of revenge for the drop air. Scene was the train leaning around a tree stump looking at Leslie. Okay. I'm going to have to watch probably Naked Gun sometime soon. Right, let's see. Is the enemy going to respond? Do we know if the enemy has turrets? I really hope they don't have turrets, but they probably have turrets. They generally do. It becomes quite painful to deal with. Jester, finally up, time to rock and roll with the Nova. Your target is incredibly unsteady and, well, probably an easy shot. So do me a favor, pick him the heck off so that we don't have to worry about his ECM anymore. In fact, I'm going to Warlord this just to make sure that you absolutely pick him the heck off. And that looked like a good hit. So that's going to be a knockdown on him. On to your back, please, sir. Vapor Eagle, still a problem because we got to kill him, but much less of one. And we've given back an injury after the drop bear took one. So good job there. Moving down through the rest of the phases. I think, yeah, we're still waiting on the Shadowcat, which I think I have 3 parts to a Shadowcat. So we're probably going to try and see if we can't grab 2 more parts to a Shadowcat. Twin medium lasers and a couple of missiles. Okay, it's not the Shadowcat that I'm used to. The Shadowcat I'm thinking of has, I believe, a Gauss rifle and a large laser on it, which, you know, might be a decent replacement for the Lego. Turn into an Echo? That would be hilarious. Sprague would lose his mind. Come on forward with the Hyper Cicada. I could shoot at you, but I'm not going to because I'm going to shoot at you just mainly to kill you, actually, because I have most of the parts of a Vapor Eagle and I don't really need you anymore. Drilling, stressed, unfortunately did not blow it up, but that's partially because I didn't actually aim for his open torso, which if we had would have been very effective. Viper can surge on forward as well, should have hopefully a good shot. Well, the jamming's coming out of the Vapor Eagle, so I really should focus most of my efforts on him. I don't want to put Apollo behind somebody either. That's a bit of a problem. Now we'll go right there. Lego is impossible to replace? I mean, effectively. Let's go full Warlord on this one, see if we can't take him out. Your leg is still pretty intact. You know what? Take out that side torso. Maybe we'll get lucky and there's something important there. Didn't get the ECM system I was kind of hoping for, but the pilot bailed. So good job, Apollo, at being so incredibly intimidating that you made the person run. Oh, that's a big laser. So one of the turrets is carrying potentially a heavy large laser. Hashtag save Lego. Good luck. All right, so we're going to bring in the Nova. Not that close, but say that close will actually work just fine. Get a fairly decent job. Oh, Kit Fox D. Yeah, that's where you ran to. So I don't think the Kit Fox was the thing that fired the laser. I think it was somebody else. Probably a turret. Yeah, it's that turret. Standard turret chassis, apparently, with some sort of heavy large laser. Fired to the side of the Shadowcat. Oh, a good hit punch right through the armor already. Please tell me that was a leg hit so I can capitalize on it. I want all the leg hits here so that I can steal the mech. Do you have a shot here? Oh, I need to move very slightly in order to get an accurate shot onto his side, which I do desire. No warlord available. I did manage to hit him once with the heavy medium lasers. I'd love a heavy large. If I can get a heavy large laser, that'd be like kind of ideal. Shift down over here, keep the pressure going. Not particularly good accuracy, but still good enough to rip his leg off. So I'm feeling happy about that one. We're now going to focus on his other leg, and if I can do that, I might get the Shadow Cat. So an injury going down on there. Exodus is not the one I want to do this because Exodus is very good at pinpoint, not so good at, or very good at scatter, not so good at pinpoint. So take aim at you, go for the leg. We're going to go with full penetration mode. And I don't know if that hit the leg or not, but we're going to find out soon. Get him into cover so he's got a little bit of additional protection. He's, after all, only 35 tons. Dealing with the Shadow Cat is, yeah, that was a good hit on the leg, I think. So Coach Arctic Cheetah needs to boil people, and Exodus is really not all that good at this, but I suppose at this point, Exodus better gosh darn get good, because you know what? We want to take this thing home mostly intact. Come on, do it. Ammunition explosion took out the left torso. Come on, guys. Right, shift over here. The pilot's stressed and feeling not so great about his life, which, you know, you can sort of relate to when you realize that he's on the ground and just being blasted up by half of the universe, really. Let's go up and take a peek at the couple of vehicles that we've managed to run on into. Can I get a direct line of sight on both of them? Because that would be ideal. There we go.
Affirmative, Commander.
So say hello. There is more jamming coming down, but we do want to take out that turret soon. I think we're just going to take out the Zephyr because the Zephyr's doing a little bit of jamming, and I'm not happy about that. There we go. Fire saving everything.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Come back to Arclight, and Arclight has the Hypercicator, which should actually do a fairly decent job of picking you apart. We don't want to cook too much, but you know what? I'm going to need all 3 hits on this in order to make that penetration I need. Come kill the leg, kill the leg, kill the leg. Both legs destroyed. Good job. Okay, so we've got the parts out of the Hypercicator, or out of the Shadow Cat that we're going to need. So that's another mech that we've just built. Good job, everybody. So we're definitely going to need to take a cash mission in the next mission because we want to build it. Do I smell barbecue tank? You absolutely do. Throw another tank on the Barbie. I swear I'll never do that again, Rekgar, but still, I had to make the joke. And yeah, this laser could be quite dangerous if it actually manages to hit the Arctic Cheetah, because it looked like it was a heavy large laser, or maybe even a hyper laser, which, you know, is not exactly good for your health. Punisher, come on in. Come on in and see if you can't take out a turret. You can see multiple turrets from there, which may have been a bit of a mistake, but I run this gun quite heavily. Ooh, the Joust could get killed fairly easily. I will do a 4 shot for 28%. He managed to hit it twice. Good job. Glad I cycled up for the 2nd shot. Or rather, the 4th shot. And a little bit of light fire coming in towards the Arctic Cheetah, dancing all around it. Not able to connect too much. They outstripped their problems. Alright. And now for the turrets. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to find out. Some serious pucker factor on that one. You do not want to know what's coming in for you. Exodus. No, actually, I want... Is he up? He is. Okay, lovely. I want to burn out that turret before it can do anything. This turret's going on fire. I don't care about the vehicle itself. I want to know what you've got. Oh yeah, 2 energies. You don't exist anymore. 341 damage. That's how much that plasma gun deals to structures and vehicles. That is just a monstrous amount of firepower. I love it. Okay, Lego. I think Lego's chasing after what appears to be a Kit Fox D. Hyper probably due to being orange. Well, it's not there anymore. Good side shot. I'm going to go for the cluster for the additional accuracy. And you know, the 15 different rolls. Did get a penetrating hit on that. So not bad. Unfortunately, I don't think we took out his leg. That would require just a little bit more firepower. Hyper Cicada is suffering a little bit from the heat, but we can actually get that under control by running up close to him, saying hi, and just not firing one of our large lasers. Or 2 of our large lasers? 2 of our large lasers, but we're still going to shoot him. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll blow his leg clean off. We have the potential. Oh, thank you so much, Arclight, for basically reading my mind. So we have the Kit Fox on the ground. It is now vulnerable and easy to kill. It has some sort of big-looking gun on it. But now we can really go aggressive on it.
I'm here.
Exodus, I don't really care about keeping a Kit Fox intact. So kind of feel free to do whatever makes you feel happy in life.
Confirm.
ECM protection going down. How much armor in here? 3570 in total. You have a chance to burn through it.
Confirm.
And engine destroyed. Okay, so we didn't take his legs off, but he is now no longer in, well, any fashion to actually defend himself. Run up here with the Cougar. Take aim. We could blow up the building, but I think the turret chassis might take a little bit of precedence on this one. And I'm going to run it to 6. Yeah, and we're going to go forward on this one. Give ourselves a little bit of a better accuracy on it and see if we can't run through it. Hit it twice. Hopefully he didn't break the gun doing that, but if he did, I'm not exactly going to cry tears over it. Sprint on over here. We do have some protection going on, so we might be able to get an accurate shot on the turret itself. It's not particularly great. Oh, but still managed to nail it with a Gauss rifle. So another 75 damage on that. It's probably going to take a while before we actually manage to break it enough, but every little bit helps. Run on in with Apollo, so hopefully he can get another couple of shots in as well. They're not great shots, but they're shots nonetheless. He hit the wall, which I suppose answers the question. He has actually upgraded, as demonstrated by that one headshot. He is capable of hitting the broadside of the barn. That's about it. Continue to just blast away. If I can put enough fire. We are through the armor now, so that will allow us to start doing critical hits to it. Specifically, the drop bear could do a lot of good critical hits on it, but unfortunately, it's a completely wrong side of the map at the moment. The Joust cycling on through, going to open fire on the Hyper Cicada, dropping quite a lot of shots. Those might be mines. If those are mines, that's pain. So let's see what else we've got coming our way. Nothing, apparently. Arclight.
Yep.
You are actually not being surrounded by mines. Lovely. Come sprinting on forward. Let's go take a peek at what you can actually see. We have a... What? Whoa. That's a lot. Okay, large lasers on. Let's cook the sun gun. Oh, 2 good hits on that. That's not bad at all. And our heat is, of course, critical, but that seems to be the norm in this mech. Exodus, if you would please come along and maybe help out a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to lay down a sensor lock on top of our little Joust over here, because that's a lot of machine guns.
Got the lock.
That's a lock, minus the evasion, all that sort of good stuff. Sure, target the building and drop it if you can. Enemy structure is now collapsing. The tallest building in the entire place is gone. Now, that may have been blocking line of sight for the 3 turrets. We don't know the answer to that question yet, but we're going to hopefully find out sooner rather than later. Albert or Jester, the Nova, I think... Well, the Nova's only going to have 1 target, I think. Yeah, so we're going to engage that turret again with it. Hopefully we can hit it hard enough. Twin large lasers, but didn't manage to follow up with the Gauss rifle, unfortunately. So we'll just continue to move up people bit by bit. He's going full out. Oh, he absolutely is. That is an amount of firepower that you do not want to run into in a dark alley. So, unfortunately, it is actually dark, and, well, it's not really an alley, but I suppose we're getting close enough. Keep blasting away. Another hit with one of our AC-5s. Gotta figure out a way to upgrade that to an AC-10. Gotta be real pretty when he fires full. Hopefully he will never get the chance. Get the Viper up on top of the target, and come on, you can do it. Save the company. Not quite. Very close, but not quite. Had he hit with that other heavy medium laser, he might have done it. But unfortunately, you know, we're not dealing with the average pilot here. Oh yeah, you've got a... You're my last pilot, aren't you? 21? Oh, no, Punisher's still up, but he's on the other side. 20 for Ek. Where is Ek? Oh yeah, it's Ek's right over here in the Lego. He might not get there in time.
Confirm.
Coach can remove a turret from the fight. And the reason why I'm going to go after the Joust first is because the turrets didn't actually shoot at us, which kind of tells us they're not actually in a position to do anything about us. So there we go, knocked out the defending forces, which gives us a bit of a cash bonus. Hello, Corellian. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Ek. Yeah, I don't think Ek would have been able to get into a position. He's just a little bit too slow, so we can now take advantage of other things. That will never get old? Which thing? Oh, the fact that you can just barbecue turrets? Oh, yeah. That is just the greatest feeling. When you walk up to a turret or a vehicle and you just absolutely light them on all of the fire. Run the gun 5. There we go. Okay, turrets eliminated, so we got 2 of the turrets down at this point. Got 2 more. The next one's going to be taken down in relatively short order. As soon as I can get that Arctic Cheetah on it, if he can get there in time, which he probably can. Oh, good, and he won't even be in view of the other turret as well. So this one is about to go bye-bye. I'm really surprised he didn't that turret didn't shoot at us at any point, because it had missiles. I can only imagine that it normally would have LRMs, but apparently not. So we're down to a single turret in the back, which would appear to be direct fire only. So we're going to have to do something about it soon. Just going to run people on forward. We can start knocking down the walls of the area soon. But I do want to see if I can't get a line of sight on that turret. I can, but there's very few lines of sight to be gained. Right, so I will go for a full warlord on this one, just try and see if we can't increase our accuracy enough. It's a pair of missiles, so, ooh, potentially heavy MRMs. Ooh, if it's got heavy MRM ammo, we might finally be able to finish our catapult. Mama bear, or mama bird. You've got a shot right there. It's going to be a bit of an awkward shot for you, but 40% is good enough. And managed to hit with only one of the AC-5s.
What do you need?
And the Hyper-Cicada needs to chill out, so it's just as good that it can't actually see anybody. Or rather, can see people. Well, in that case, you're going to see if you can't help out. I mean, yeah, you're going to cook a little bit, but we may as well see if we can't get a lot of fire going down. Looks like 2 good hits and a penetration through to the armor, and we have a couple of other mechs that actually might be able to get on in target. The damage that incendiary stuff does to vehicles and is just so good. It is so darn good. Lego is not going to be in a position to do anything, unfortunately. He is rather slow. We could actually try and get him to start knocking down the walls. So, target this wall. Oh, you can't. Never mind. We'll figure out a way. We have mechs that can jump, so we will be able to get onto the target. Sprint. That's an obstructed shot. I don't want an obstructed shot. I want a shot dead on. You're going to bounce right on into the middle of the group and say hi. So see if you can't light him on all the pain. Full Warlord for maximum damage. Come on, Apollo. Pull through. Apollo nailing all 3 shots. Turret cooling system's damaged and is almost out of everything. Just need a little bit more fire onto it and we should have it knocked out. Unfortunately, this is the only shot we're going to be able to get. It's going to be an obstructed shot at that. Yeah, obstructed's the only way to go, it seems. So we're going to walk into the obstructed shot for the maximum accuracy that we can actually manage to get onto target. And run it at full 50. Oh, missing almost all but 1 shot. So we are going to get shot at. A lot of damage into the Viper. Although those look to be LRMs, so I'm really surprised now that it decided not to shoot at us more. Right, Lego has a shot on a building. Sure, take aim. Just use normal mode just in case we don't break it. I don't want to accidentally break the gun on a mission that is basically already won. All right, then Nova, kill me a standard turret. There we go. The last of the turrets is down. That should be good for another little cash bonus.
That turret is gone.
He took a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. So Exodus. Oh. The drop bearer should actually be able to target this. Why can I not target this? Yes. Fire. Knock down the wall, please. There we go. So, the house is now open for anybody who wants to get involved in the wrecking demolition that we were now about to do. Shift on over. And then Arclight.
Yeah?
Arclight's just gonna chill. Because Arclight did a good job torching her mech in that last little move, but we have reached the point. Everybody can just sort of chill out if they want to. You can deal 140 damage, which is really kind of disappointing, actually. Because I can't actually deal enough damage to kill anything in one round of shooting. Fire everything. Doesn't help the Hyper Cicada have a Hyper Laser. Oh, why doesn't it? Because it started to break, and Sprogue was getting very angry about it. So I eventually caved into Sprogue's complaints about weapons that have a potential of breaking themselves, and decided to take it off of it. So instead it has triple large lasers. It's quite good, actually. Alright, Coach, in your Arctic Cheetah, you can actually flatten anything you can see. So run up and just burn one of those, 200 health buildings to the ground. Because you do not care. Actually, if I had multi-target, he could probably torch down this entire base. He missed. He missed by 8% on a building. Jeez, man. Punisher?
Got your back.
Yeah, Punisher can get in here with a... Oh, with his rack. Yeah, just let it fly. Flatten the whole place. 2 more buildings and we'll be done in here. And we will potentially get a clan mech. Potentially even 2 clan mechs. So that will be a nice little pickup for us. Alright, Cheetah, get on in there. That large military building? Yeah, bring it to the ground. 999 damage is how much that plasma gun just did to the building. Now that is some serious firepower. Right, 100 health building is... Oh, that building is at 0 health. Blast it! Alright, that's everybody dead. Literally missed the broadside of a barn. Which is funny, because Apollo was able to hit the broadside of a barn. So there was that. Alrighty, let's get on out of here. Successful mission, not too much damage, which means we'll be able to turn around and take that other base attack mission for cash, and that will allow us to stabilize our funds once again, especially because we are potentially building more mechs, because I think I have 3 parts to a Shadowcat, and I'd like to have 5 parts to a Shadowcat. Hopefully. That's a lot of damage. It's 999. That is a whole lot of damage. We cut this mech in half and used flex tape to seal it back together. Only made 227,000, so yeah, that's not going to get us quite above the price that we needed, but that will be good enough for now. Because we can then sell a couple of things and we'll be fine, even if we can't get another mission in before the end of the month, but I think we will be able to. Alright, so, Shadowcat. Oh, it's the right variant too! We just built a Shadowcat for free. And then I could build a revival, or almost build a revival. A 55-ton Vapor Eagle. I think I'm going to set that up. And why do I want the Shadowcat more than the Vapor Eagle? The Shadowcat looks cooler. Let's see. ERPPC clans, which Sprogue wanted desperately. I mean, we have looked long and hard for this one. It has been so long, and we finally found one again. It did indeed have a large heavy laser. Oh, that'll be a good pickup. Normal Narc launcher, which apparently works. Tag, Endosteel, Fusion Cores, XL Clan, I have 2, so I'm good on that one. Ferrofibrous we don't need, Guardian ECMs we don't need, Heatsinks we don't need, double Heatsink Clan Kit I have 3, so I'm good on that. The mask is interesting, but I'm building a mech here, so you're going to have to bear with me. So lock that on then. 1, 2, 3 kit parts. We did get the other revival, so we just built 2 clan mechs. We built 2 clan mechs for free. Sprogue this and Sprogue that. I don't... Hey, you were begging for it, man. We got the large heavy, got some endo, and we got the mask too. Oh, that's great. That is so good. 2 brand new clan mechs from this mission alone. This is why we took it for salvage, Sprogue, because we just got 2 clan mechs. How does clan mask compare to regular? If I remember right, and it's been like a couple of months since I saw the chart, Inner Sphere Mask is capable of getting to a lower failure rate at higher piloting skills than Clan Mask, but Clan Mask has a lower failure rate up until a certain point, and so is easier on new pilots. That's ridiculous. Yes, that's some of the best loot we've ever had. 2 clan mechs won't help if we go bankrupt. We have 2 clan mechs. I don't think you understand the fact that we can now sell 2 not clan mechs. Like, say, okay, they are clan mechs, but the Locust and the Commando, they're getting sold right now because we just built 2. Don't replace... why? I know why we would want to replace Clan Pharaoh, or Inner Sphere Pharaoh with Clan Pharaoh, because that gives you case, but why would we care about Endo unless we run out of space? Because it just saves us more critical slots. But yeah, that was golden. That was amazing. And, right, confirm that. Thank you. That'll be 6,000 for a single day. We can turn that around immediately. Yeah, but who cares if the slots don't matter. Case for R2. Oh, yeah, good. Actually, no, it's only case Mark 1. So the case Mark... And also we put in the integrated laser AMS into it, so we can't get rid of it. But the case Mark 1 only prevents damage from traveling, so you put it in a side torso. It can only travel as far as the side torso before it stops, so it can't ever get to the center torso. Alright, storage gives me some medium mechs. Ready a revival. Tis free.
Ready to fight, Commander.
And ready a Shadowcat. Come on. Is free as well. Oh, it's beautiful. 2 brand new ones. Thank you for your service, Little Locust. But, goodbye. And thank you for your service, Commando. But, goodbye. Yes, it's the dark green one. Oh, refit. No, you're not getting refit, Little Commando. You're getting sold. I mean, you were interesting, but you're ultimately in a suicide trap because you have an XL engine in you. And you don't have that many weapons, and we're going to be able to do a lot more than what you currently have. The stuff gets ripped out normally, Sprogue. So, this mech's components will be stored and its chassis removed permanently from your inventory. It's just the chassis. It's like you don't actually play this game, man. Oh, look at it! Look at it! Let's see, it's Control Shift U? Yeah, there it is. Oh, we got ourselves a Shadow Cat. That's awesome. Come back, UI. Like, I would just sell that. And here, of course, this is also a fairly solid looking mech. And look at that machine gun array. Oh, that's sexy, not gonna lie. That is pretty badass looking. But yeah, this is a Vapor Eagle. It is basically a clan Phoenix Hawk. You think I read soul tips? Yep, we're gonna go and start building them. So we're gonna build a 55-ton Vapor Eagle first. And let's go see exactly what we got. So Control Shift U to hide the UI. Oh my god! I love whoever made the weapon definitions for this mech. Thank you so much for giving me that. That is beautiful. That's pretty badass, not gonna lie. I kind of feel sorry now for being like, oh, I don't care about the revival. It is unfortunately in pretty terrible shape. It had its Clan XL engine and a mask, and that's it. So, patchwork materials, Clan Endo steel, heavy machine guns, which we're going to want to put back on there just for the stuff. Well, it's using it for heavy machine guns, so clearly all the ballistic slots are being used for that. Alright, so first things first. Oh, it kept it fusion core, so that's great. We're going to come over here, we're going to give it a double heatsink kit, because it's going to be good, and it's going to be Clan. So Clan double heatsink kit, lovely. The structure, we're going to want to put in endo of some description. We've got one normal endo. Yeah, 15% structure tech points is cheaper and easier to fix than the Clan endo, which is another reason why you try and use Inner Sphere endo whenever you can. Oh yeah, Sensor Recon, good pick. Is it? Oh, it's built. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was built into the structure for a moment. I was like, wait a second. So it's also got a Clan cockpit, which is just +1 gunnery skill, fire control system. Not terrible. We can build this into something. I don't know what we're going to build it. Preferably not missiles. We got 3 ballistic, 2 energy, 2 missiles, and a whole bunch of jump jets. So, LB-20X. Do I even have that? Oh, we do. 12 tons. We could fit that in, no problem. If we wanted to, we could absolutely go full on LB-20X in terms of tonnage. It fits. However, do we have the ammunition to run that LB? We do not. And I don't think the store happens to have that same thing. So we could put, say, a Silver Bullet Gauss in there, if we were feeling particularly aggressive. LB-20. We have LB-2s and LB-10s. RAC-2s, UAC-5s, UAC-20. If we had a UAC-20, we could do it. We could do that without a second thought. Yeah, having a giant shotgun just in the side of the mech would have been so fun. Do I have a UAC-20? I do not. I do have a Risk Rotary 5, which, you know, would fit in there. Clan Ultra 10, Rack 10. But yeah, the LB-20 would have been really interesting because we have tons of tonnage. Could even keep the mask. I think we're going to want to keep the jump jets to max. I think that is something I want to lean into this time. On this particular build, we want to make it fly a lot. After all, it's called a Vapor Eagle. So let's make sure this thing can constantly soar. Put me up to the maximum jump jets there of 6. Abel wants a rack. Tons of tonnage. It does. I mean, it's got so many tons. It's filled to the gills with equipment. It's got a 330 rated fusion core. That is a ton of tonnage. Wrecker wants an LB-10. Snub PPCs and a HMG. Snub PPCs are kind of toasty, especially if we're going to build a jumper. A UAC-10. Got a Rack 10, Ultra 10. Do I have Ultra 10 ammo? We don't. We've got Rack 5 ammo. So really it's a rack or nothing at this point. Alright, so let's grab that Risk Rack 5. Oh, I thought I had a Risk Rack 5. I only have Risk Rack 2. Whatever is the Pirate. The Pirate is an is a Rack 10. So we do have one of those. It's 14 times 3 versus... Oh yeah, because it fires shots. Or, there it is. 14 times 3 is 42. That's not all that great. And utilizes Rack 10 ammo. I can double check for that. Dream Mag wants a UAC 10. So let's just go check out ballistics. So I need cluster ammo because we don't seem to run into it all that often. HMG, UAC 5, UAC 20. Doesn't look like there's any UAC 10 rounds in the store, unfortunately. So if we go over to ammo, LBX, yeah, I've got 2 LB10 clusters and nothing else. Can't fit a heavy Gauss into this. So we don't have any Ultra AC-10 ammo. Yeah, we're low on a lot of ammunition types. We generally try and build towards energy, so it's a bit of an interesting conundrum to have to deal with. So, rotary AC-5. Cram in there without too much trouble. 3 tons for ammunition. We could actually lean into that if we wanted. That is... Ooh, 15 rounds is really kind of not enough. Four X times 5, 3 times 5. Yeah, but per shot it's going to deal 42 damage, isn't it? Are you sure you can't do heavy Gauss? Yeah, 17 tons. Well, pull out the mask. Do we even have a heavy Gauss? Yeah, I can't. Heavy Gauss only fits inside torsos for whatever reason, so it's just got too many slots. Unfortunately. It'd be really cool to put in a heavy Gauss, but we don't have the room for it. Could put in a light Gauss, or just a standard clan Gauss. Now the thing we could do is we could rip the silver bullet Gauss off the Irby. That is, of course, an option. Is there a reason, Redgar, why you want AC-10 so much? If we were going to do an AC-10, we would do the Rotary 5. Normal AC-20? Don't have a normal AC-20. Reasons are recoil, tear it off with the arm when fired. Yeah, so. Let's see. What do I actually want to do with this? So, I don't think I want to do a Rotary Pirate. We could do... Oh, no, we don't have the rack 10 ammo for it. And unfortunately, the rack ammo only gives me 15 or 5 rounds, right? Or 15 rounds? Yeah, so 30 rounds, that's enough shooting for 5 rounds at 6. That's why heavy Gauss aren't allowed in arms. I don't like it. If I can mount a heavy Gauss in the arm of a normal mech, I want to be able to do it in RogueTech as well. Right, so that's not going to be a thing. We're going to have to lean into PPCs, I think. Or other... We've only got 2 energy hardpoints. That's going to really suck for trying to get in a lot of damage. Oh, we could go heavy large laser. Because we have one now. So if we crammed that on in there, that still gives us 13 tons. Gauss and large lasers? Yeah, we could lean into that. Yeah, we got the heavy large laser down the arm. How about that? The hyper laser and the heavy large laser. For all your explosive needs. Can we have the mask then? I kind of want the mask on then. Because the mask will allow it to move really quick, but it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't really need it. Because we got the jump jets. It's got to be pretty quick anyway. It's got a 330 British fusion core. That's going to be really fast. With mask, it'll be blisteringly fast. Yeah, I don't think I want to put that in there because it's just a little bit too suicidal. And then, oh, I don't have Gauss ammo. For Christ's sake. I don't have ammo for bloody anything. Okay, the only person who's got Gauss ammo right now happens to be the Urban Mech. Oh, shoot, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I canceled changes, okay. Yeah, the only one who's got ammo right now is Lego. Lego has a single ton of Gauss ammo, and that's it. I have 2 tons of rack 5 ammo. I need more. If I want to do a rack, I need at least 3 to 4 tons of ammunition, because we burn through it really well. We've got good enough pilots to let it just run. ATMs are kind of worthless. Jump just back up there. This is so I agree. We are really limited on ammunition. Alright, so I don't want to do a hyper laser because the hyper laser feels somewhat suicidal to actually try and do. We could... Do I have machine gun ammo? Do I at least have machine gun ammo? Okay. We got machine gun ammo. Can't medium laser boat. It's only got 2 energy slots. Alright, we're going to build in... Do I have heavy machine gun ammo? I have tracer normal machine gun ammo. You son of a bitch. I have enough tonnage because I've got 2 of them. Right, so here's the plan. Here is the plan. Give me ammo machine gun, half, ammo machine gun, HE. Times 5? Yeah, that's what I want. Criticals. Gigantic piranha build. What ammo is in the store? Nothing that we have. We checked. So what I'm going to do is, do I have any more heavy machine guns? Please tell me I do. I have bloody heavy rifles, but no bloody machine guns. Are you kidding me? I can't even build a bloody machine gun build. Oh, we may just have to put this thing on the back burner until we actually have stuff to put in it. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the jump jets on it. I'm going to put the core all together. And then we're going to store it. And then we're going to wait on it. I think you have machine guns? Oh yeah, and etc. Right. I've got 2 light machine guns and 5 clan machine guns. Oh, don't mix ammunitions. Not with machine guns at the very least. But here's what I'm going to do, because this is ridiculous and we need so much more equipment than what we've got. So we're first things going to first, we're going to just set this mech up properly with all the right structure and stuff on there. So we're going to get our inner sphere endo on there as well. And we're going to leave it after it gets fixed, because we need to basically rebuild the entire bloody thing. I'm going to leave the mask in there, because if we end up keeping it, then it's going to be good to have. And I'm going to tune the armor up to full, because we can always take armor off. It's going to take 21 days, so we got time. Machine gun and melee build, you already have the mask. It's not a melee mech, though. It doesn't have any sort of melee weapons on it. That kind of makes the problem, because we'll need it at some point. Just buy all the ammo in the store. Yeah, we're going to armor it up. We're going to put all the stuff onto it. I don't think I want to put a gyro on it, if I have a gyro, which I don't think I do. Oh, I do have an XL gyro, which would be interesting, but I don't think I'll need it at this moment. It's 15 tons of pod space at the moment. We can come up with a good idea to come back to it. Worst comes worst, we rip the mask off. We do other things with it, but this will get it started. And it's going to need 21 days to be built anyway. After that, we can come back to it once we have a whole bunch more gear and do something interesting with it. Clan Mechamelia will use it. Stash all the ammo because it's so hard to come by. Clearly, because we keep fighting people who don't have ammunition. We have a lot of missiles, or at least we had a lot of missiles. Alright, 300,000 just built us a Vapor Eagle. Part of a Vapor Eagle, which is good. It's nice to have. But now, of course, then we've got our Shadow Cat, which I don't think we managed to save most of it. Do I have a whole bunch of energy slots on this place? Oh wait, Shadows are Omnis, aren't they? Yeah, so you're gonna be anything we bloody well want. Built-in mask automatically, can't even pull this sucker out, can't get broken, can't do anything negative. Already has a pair of ATM-6s on board, which is pretty nice actually. Oh, what's it missing? Medium laser, narc launcher. Yeah, the narc launcher's crap anyway. So we need to, of course, fix its cooling system, and aside from that, not much else actually needs to be fixed. Give me a clan double heatsink kit, throw that back in there. ATM build? Yeah, I think we'll probably lean into that ATM build. It's already got max jump jets, can't do anything about it because it is a clan mech. So if we come over to weapons and LRMs is where ATMs are stored. Got a couple more ATM, well, we have an ATM 9. How much is an ATM 6? 3.5 tons. Whew, that's heavy. Do we have HE ATM ammo? We might. We have normal ATM ammo and that's it. So if we want to do this, we're going to need a little bit more than... Oh, we pulled that off. I've got 7 tons. So 7 tons of ammunition. Well, 7 tons to work with. We do have ATM ammo. Enough to run. Although, how much per ton? 60 shots. What? So 1 ton per ATM-6 launcher. That's painful. And there's not much I can do about the armor either. Right. We do have enough room for heavy large either. Because it's only 4 tons. That'll give me 3 more tons. So what I could do... Heat efficiency right now is 60 for 28. Yeah, no problem. Laser. Heavy, large. There it is. Large, heavy. Other shoulder. Now do we need another missile? That is true. We don't really need another missile build. We have 2 very strong missile builds. It's just that we have ATMs. And that's the problem. We've got nothing but ATMs at the moment. Alright, so we've got 16 tons of pod space in this thing to do something with. It's going to have to be energy based because that is the only way we're getting anything done. Could throw on... Do ATMs have any AMS avoidance built in? I don't think so. +1 evasion, +1 accuracy, +1 direct fire accuracy. No, it doesn't look like it. Bunch of medium lasers? Yeah, that is a thought. So show me all my normal inner sphere medium lasers. Medium pulse. Medium laser, I've got 3. Ugh. So hard to build. And then that puts me on bright blooms. Oh, RE medium lasers as well. So put those, yeah, one in there, one in there. Yep, so a heavy large plus a whole ton of medium lasers would be a great short range build. Not even enough medium lasers. Wow, our Alpha Strike heat is already... Medium pulse, inner sphere are good. I've got one. I got one of those broke. So it's not like we're built at that anytime soon. Medium pulse magnas, not terrible. Okay, so I have a couple more. I have 3 inner sphere medium pulses. Disco Cat, pretty much. That's kind of what we're building. Right. Not too many weapons in the arm. In that case, the last one should go, sure, in his shoulder to protect the mask. That's too hot. That's bloody hot. That is ridiculous hot, as you can see. Nova Prime is... no, that's a Blackhawk. Skipper Perret, you're thinking a Blackhawk, which is a Nova. Oh yeah, Nova Prime. I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about... You said Shadowcat. My mistake! Alright, so what do we got? It's too hot to work. And it's interesting, but it's too bloody hot to actually work. Do I have any gear? Cooling pods, exchanger plus minus 20% weapon heat. Can I cram that in with a normal clan exchanger? I cannot. So 15% versus 20%, we'll throw in the 20%. That puts me 2 tons under. We'll pull out the large, because apparently that's not going to help. 6 medium laser, armor up ECM. That was really light for a 45 tonner. How's the heat efficiency on this? 6984. That's not bad. We have 2 tons remaining. So we do have the room for an ECM with this exchanger on board. I'm going to see if we have a Nova fire control system. Or not the Nova, yeah, the Nova, because minus 15% laser, or heat. So this is going to take away an advanced zoom, which only benefits me at long range. So yeah, we'll throw the Nova for an additional 15% heat sinking. So that puts me at 84. So FCS heat is broken. What, the Nova? Oh, it does not help. Oh. Does the improved energy one increase the amount of heat that we have to deal with? Because if so, then I'm going to throw that one in. Well, if not, then I'll throw that one in. You've been told it does nothing? Okay. Sensor tracker doesn't help me at short range, which is where we're going to... Well, medium lasers don't exactly have a super long range anyway. But we may not want to quite go in that direction. Don't need an Artemis, obviously. So, Sprog, do you know if the energy weapon heat increase is there? Because it still shows 69 for 84. Yeah, I don't know. So this would be a whole ton of medium lasers plus a whole ton of medium pulses. We're looking at 8 and 8, or 4 and 4. So I'm going to actually move these a little bit. So one of these goes over here. We're going to swap these around just a little bit so I've got a nice little... If I lose one, I don't lose all of the one type. Go. Puts me at 2 tons remaining. Yeah, probably an ECM. I do think I might want to put on a DNI cockpit. Or an enhanced imager. Grants breaching shot and zoom. Oh, but the DNI cockpit takes up the whole bloody thing. Right, if we wanted to do that, we'd just be replacing everything. Sensor tracker doesn't help me. At least not all that much. Plus I want to put it on something a little bit... Although I've got 2 of them, so I may as well. Sensor tracker for that one. I don't have a cockpit anymore because the DNI or the enhanced imaging I could use on here. Which I kind of want to save for a different build because this is... I'm a little bit concerned about this build. It's nothing terrible, mind you, but it is a bit of a problem. See, Angel Elysium's 2, Clan Active Probe is a single ton, and Warfare Suite. If I can find another ton somewhere in here, all I need to do is pull off a medium laser. I could actually throw a Warfare Suite in this sucker. which I think I may want to do. Yeah, we'll pluck off a single medium laser for a full-on warfare suite. Don't need sensor range. It still improves my accuracy, doesn't it? Let's see. Guardian ECM is 1.5 tons. It's just painful. Alright, throw the Guardian ECM in the head. To go Guardian? Yeah. So half a ton left. I could throw in... Yeah, just armor at this point. So we are rather toasty, but it should be good. So let's get ourselves a little bit more forward-facing armor, just because that's where we're going to get shot at from. And some armor in the arms. And that suddenly sent us way over. Right. Trim off from there. Put on a little bit here. Because I'm somewhat concerned about getting shot in the back. Only 15 heat over dump. IFF Scrambler? No, IFF Scrambler is going to lose my... The sensor tracker is going to work out better. Because it's got a built-in heatsink and it gives me an extra accuracy at longer ranges. So if I'm not in point-blank range, if I somehow can't get there, I still get some pretty decent accuracy. I think you're a little bit too aggressive on that. There's no point in going patchwork tier 2 on this one. Hey, what a cockpit would I do? Yeah, this gives me an ability to skirmish even before the engagement happens. And sensor trackers come with their own already built-in ECM generation, so that'll help anyway. The IFF tracker is just going to rob me of my sensor ability. Let's see, where is that? Tier 1. There we go. Center torso. Protect more things. Gives us a little bit more tonnage. Armor up the arms. Give our legs a bit more. Oh, can't go that far. Can do this. Can't quite. And then I will trim from the front and center torso. There we go. Alright, 11 days, because it's an Omni-Mech. It'll come with a whole bunch of mediums and pulse lasers, which ought to be quite a bit of firepower. Could use a couple other things, but it's going to be fast, it's going to be jumpy, and it's going to be reasonably heat efficient. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Alright, lock that down. Lock it down. So this mech ought to be ready in sometime in the near future. We desperately got to find more ammunition. It is becoming, and we built, and we built the laser mech, which we did promise the next mech that we built was going to be a laser boat, and, well, it wasn't the next mech, but it was the mech after that. A full-on disco mech. Oh, I should have renamed it, and I forgot to. Yeah, biome it's going to be another dropper. I don't think quite that, because the dropper has missiles, but... yeah, I'll rename it if I remember. Remind me in the next stream once it's ready to rename it to the Disco Cat. Alright, storage. Is there anything I need to sell right now? Just in order to get me under tonnage. There's a whole bunch of Kit Fox parts. Scrap it. Hey, we're over the threshold of getting sold. So that's good. The company is safe. We just built 1.5 mechs. We are starting to build up a nice little collection of heavies, which we will be able to maybe get a Red Reaper. Oh, just run into a Red Reaper, we'll blow its head off and just take the one part and be great. But yeah, doing quite now. And we even have a longbow part, just for the fun of it. Definitely get behind some enemies, shoot them. Oh yeah, I could do that. In fact, it'll actually do that a little bit better than the drop bear because the drop bear can't fly. Alright, so 5 days for the catapult, but that's not, we only need 1 day for the normal mechs. So we'll just cycle through a couple of days. Exodus out of action for 9 because he took a headshot. Double check on our mechs, see if any of them are actually broken. I already bought the LBX. So all of our mechs are in good shape. Let's go to the store because apparently we are now hoarding ammo instead of selling it. I also need to sell a couple of things. So let's come over to selling because I do have a couple of things to sell. And they are called rifles because they're bloody worthless. Light rifle. Get out of my company. You are ancient technology and nobody likes you. I really can't imagine trying to build a light rifle build. Heavy machine gun. There is a heavy rifle that I had, right? Where's the heavy rifle? Come back. There it is. Get rid of that as well. Alright, now buying for ammunition. Ballistic ammo. HE ammo. Sure, we'll buy it.
New equipment.
Ammo for LB clusters. Yeah, we're now in bankruptcy. LMG ammo, it's kind of worthless to us.
New equipment.
Normal machine gun ammo. No, we're good. Maybe. Sure, we're not. I think we're fine on rack ammo, actually. Right, we have double rack ammo. UAC ammo, we don't have any UACs, but hey, we'll buy it. Gonna make me go broke buying all this ammo. Bit more rack ammo. UAC 20, should we run into more? I'm not buying the safe ammo. 75% reduced explosion, and you lose one shot out of it. That's actually not terrible. Sure, why not? I'll try not to use it though, because it's a bit heavy. Machine gun, ammo, AC5. I'm never going to use an AC5, so it's not a big deal. Nope. And chaff, normal MRM, SRM, Infernos, acid tonnage.
New equipment available.
So that's... You're never going to want to use normal MRM ammunition. See, that's kind of the problem. It's terrible, because it's -1 accuracy. So unless you have improved MRMs, you're probably going to be suffering a little bit. We don't need chaff because we don't build chaff builds anymore. Although I suppose I could pick up the 1. Yeah, we may as well just hoard. We'll go full klepto on this. We just spent 500,000 C-bills in ammunition alone. Which is a bit painful. Alrighty, so we are 8 days away from the Shadowcat, 19 days away from the Vapor Eagle, and 2 days away from having our catapult back, which will be a lot of fun. We're 2 days away before the end of the month, and we are in deep, deep debt. However, there is a $1.5 million, 1.5 million C-bill contract, or 1.2. So a capture base right there. And did anything interesting come up? Oh, a couple of recoveries came up. A lot of recoveries. Wow, the planet has regenerated. Oh, there's a full-on settling a grudge. Oh, that's going to be good. We have another opportunity to grab a heavy mech. That'll be great. Yeah, 3 brand new mechs. A catapult, catapult Mark 3, so 2 55 tonners. Catapult Mark 3 and the Vapor Eagle, and a Shadowcat. All coming up. All are going to, well, the Vapor Eagle's not going to be useful just yet because we need more ammunition. But that's a big pickup right there. All right, so we have been streaming for 3 hours, which is a lot longer than we normally do, but I think we were having a good time with it. I know I certainly did. Sort of a celebration, I suppose, of heavy metal coming out next month. Like literally next month in like 2 days. So definitely looking forward to that. This was a huge, yes it was. In fact, it's very tempting to sell the lightest mech in the company. I wonder if we should do that. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be the end of today's stream. You should raid HBFT. He's streaming now. Well, does HBFT like me? Is he the type of person who would like Tirak and think that Tirak is cool as well? Let's go check it out. Of course, I'm going to have to set things up sort of in advance because it always shows me a bloody ad whenever I try and look at things. So let's go look at BattleTech. So I can actually take a look at that. Hashtag save Lego. Yeah, you guys are going to have to really amp it up if you want to save Lego. Alright, so he's playing Urban Warfare E3025 CE Simulation Feeding the Drop Bank. Just going to do a quick check. Yeah. Yes, we have. Let's go say hi. Alright, so I need to... you'd think that having Prime would get you out of raids. You'd think that, but apparently not. Raid HBFT underscore. No, it's not underscore.
This is where if we had the Annie up here, that would be insane. Triple AC 10s. But 2 from the Night Star is probably a good idea. So let's get Data
Right,
King.
folks.
He's going to start off. They've got to have to...
Oh, you
they're gonna have
can hear him right now. Alright, so let's get ready. Raid in another 3 seconds. Let's drop down on top of this guy and go say hello.
Let's go ahead and... Oh, but the Night Star. Let's keep working on the Night Star. Here we go. All right, perfect. There it is. So now we're sitting pretty because Night Star's on his way in. Whoa! Tirak 117, thank you so much for the raid and welcome.